an impact. So hard as it is, but that's true. Siddharth Yadav of the BJP is with us. Siddharth Yadav, quick question to you. Good morning. Jo latest trends don't think like South is going to be very, very favorable to you, except for perhaps Puducherry. It looks like Vijay is going to steal the show and the rug from under the NDA's carpet in Tamil Nadu. BJP may be sweating it in Bengal, but it's quite tight.
Good morning to all your viewers. South has always been a tough ground for the Bharatiya Janata Party, but we have managed to work very hard on the ground, appeal to the voters. The kind of vote share that we are going to get in Kerala is going to be unprecedented, especially for a party like Bharatiya Janata Party, who's very, in early days in a state like Kerala. The seats might not be that much, but I think our hard work will pay off in the vote share that we get. Tamil Nadu, we are still going to wait it out. The kind of trends that we are seeing, I would not deny it's surprising, and it's something that we all have to watch out for. But these are early trends that have to come out. The Bengal trends that you are showing,
Tamil Nadu, U plus V,
we are very confident.
TVK. NDA plus TVK, ADMK plus TVK right now is 127. So सरकार बन रही है आपकी.
We'll have to see.
खुशबू सुंदर said we are happy to work with Vijay.
No, there might not be a question of any alliance, and the NDA might be able to form that government on its own.
अभी तो सारी सीटें विजय खींच के ले जा रहे हैं. That's what is looking like it.
And that's why I said it's a bit of surprising, trend that we are seeing.
Okay, let me ask you, what's your number? What's your projection,
Siddharth? But I wish to answer on Bengal.
What's your projection, Siddharth? We got more news coming quickly.
Yes.
What's your projection?
For Tamil Nadu or for Bengal?
Both. The story of today is
Bengal,
both these states.
For Bengal, BJP is going to form a government with Prachand Bahumat. No question at all, no question of sweating, nothing doing. When the results are going to happen, I'm very sure the counting is going to be slow, but the kind of desperation that we have been seeing from TMC in the past 4 or 5
Bengal,
days,
Prachand
the kind of
Bahumat.
narrative building that has
Tamil
Nadu, tough ground, but we'll form the government.
अच्छा, रेंगते पार कर जाएंगे. कोलिशन की ADMK प्लस NDA और NDA प्लस TVK.
No, NDA.
Okay.
The AIDMK plus BJP.
Let's see how many in our studio are willing to believe that. Rahul Shivshankar, you have an update. You wanted to share something important.
I just want to say, and we're going to pull those numbers out, that on YouTube, viewers, we're leading right now. We're up there, #1 channel on
They're right
YouTube.
behind you. You got the number.
Right, there we go. That's it. That's the worm. That's the green. Green for go, viewers. Yeah. And we're there at 181,000 views, live, concurrent data.
It is thank you to the viewers and of course a panel where we've ensured that their presence is very strong. You have to weigh in your influence. You have to weigh in your social media influence, all of you. Influencers.
You are anticipating. इसलिए sweets रख दिया.
There you go.
We can say that for a fact.
Let's hope so. Fingers
काम
crossed.
करो, अपना फोन निकालो, जरा एक फोटो लो and then please put it. वो देखो selfie ले रहे देखो भाई.
Never ever second guess the viewer. And never ever second guess India's voters. So let's work for them. Let's work for their respect. Let's go back now to the numbers, viewers, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? And we are going to look at BJP.
Bengal. Story is Bengal.
This is the story. These are just the two stories. That's why we put them up there. These two big states, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal. Look at our viewers. TVK 77, TMC 108. 108 down 60. Mamata, is she still trailing?
Mamata Banerjee is still trailing.
Or is that still the last?
No, she's leading now. Mamata Banerjee is on the lead. Mamata Banerjee is lead.
She is leading now.
Bhabanipur.
Suvendu Adhikari. Let's hear from him. Let's go straight across to Suvendu.
Bhabanipur is green now. Suvendu speaking.
পোস্টাল ব্যালট কাউন্ট হয়েছে কিন্তু ডিক্লেয়ার তো এখন করবে না এই 3 রাউন্ডের আগে ধরুন নন্দীগ্রামে 18 রাউন্ড ভোট হবে 15 রাউন্ডে পোস্টাল ব্যালট ডিক্লেয়ার হবে আর এখানে ভবানীপুরে ধরুন 20 রাউন্ডে কাউন্টিং কমপ্লিট হবে 17 রাউন্ডে ডিক্লেয়ার হবে আমি যেটা ইনিশিয়াল অ্যানালাইসিস করেছি অল্প ইভিএম বেরিয়েছে এটাকে খুব বড় কিছু করে দেখানো ঠিক না তাতে হিন্দু ইভিএম বিজেপি আর মুসলিম ইভিএম টিএমসি তবে আগের মতো নয়, মানে হাই কনসলিডেশন যেটা ওনারা করেছিলেন 21-24।
Concentration voting, Hindus have voted for the BJP. Bhabanipur is going to be tough. Mamata Banerjee is sweating. That's what he says. There are 17 rounds in Bhabanipur. Only 20 rounds have happened. That's what he said. Abhijit
20
Mazum.
round?
हाँ,
तो 20 मतलब 20.
no.
17 round total.
हाँ?
20 राउंड होगा
20 round होगा. 20 rounds overall. That's what he said. Postal ballots plus 2 or 3 rounds
His
only. It's
voice
early
sounded
days. He
very
says
subdued,
overwhelmed.
you know, it's unusual for
Oh,
Suvendu.
he sounded
He's
subdued,
generally,
he's saying.
sound and fury. Very
Cautious
often
optimism.
signifying nothing.
Cautious
Sound and
optimism.
fury.
He is very,
This presidency.
he's very circumspect
Okay.
now.
Cautious.
Mr.
No,
I think he's cautious.
he is perhaps been told don't be so brazen, don't be so out. But he's
coach
worked
ने
out
बोला,
the
छक्का चौका
worked
number
out the
पर.
numbers, worked out the numbers, the
He's being
criticality
told-
right now.
He's
See,
being told not to count his chickens because there's another election that is happening.
Interesting,
in
interesting.
20 days.
Swapan Das Gupta, Raj Bihari, so the neighboring constituencies around Bhabanipur, they are all plotting saffron except for constituency
Swapanda is
160.
winning.
Even
Right
Swapanda.
now,
very happy.
right
Even
now,
Swapanda.
right now we'll have to see constituency number 160 at this point is plotting green. That's the only one, but I think Raj Bihari and there you go. So you have constituency
Swapanda is
160.
not leading or is he
The
leading?
presidency, Howrah is with Shamal Kumar Hati of the BJP. He had won from Howrah Dakshin. Right now, at this point, constituency number 173. Right, this is constituency
Swapan is
158.
trailing, we're
Let's
here.
go. Yeah, Swapan Das Gupta is at this
trailing.
point is trailing. That's the number.
But look at the
160.
presidency zone. Now, this has about 71 seats, isn't it? These are the trends coming on those. But in the past, what have we seen?
Now, presidency zone, let's look at it. 32 seats. The BJP is up plus 23. At this point, the presidency zone, the last time around, 2021 elections, in this presidency zone, the Trinamool had 92 seats.
Should we go across
So-
to Nabila and check with her and ask
Yeah.
her how many rounds have
And there was a
taken place in
15%
Bengal?
vote share differential. This is changing this time around.
Look, the SIR has hit the presidency zone the hardest.
Yeah,
viewers.
let's
we know
look
this.
at the SIR.
We're going to have a look at that. Just
If you
quickly
look
go
at the
across to
SIR
Nabila
deletion.
as Anand plots those numbers. Nabila, how many rounds?
Right. Rahul, if you look, I couldn't quite get your question,
How
but
many
if you're looking.
rounds? How many rounds of counting in Bengal? Can you go across to the Bengal desk and figure that one out for
I'm
us?
right here at the Bengal desk. If you could take me through how many rounds of West Bengal, which way is the Bengal?
Oh,
All right, I'm trying to get to him. Rahul,
she's lost
a
in the
little patience.
gargantuan labyrinth that is the vote hub.
This
Even
place,
I would
West
be
Bengal.
lost there.
Are you on West Bengal?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you tell me how many rounds have we done here?
मैम हाउ मेनी राउंड्स आई एम सॉरी
Yes. How many rounds of counting so far?
ओके मैम सो अभी इस वक्त बीजेपी लीड पे चल रही है एंड टीएमसी इज एक्चुअली अब क्या है टैली थोड़ी होल्ड पे आ गई है, थोड़ा स्लो हो रहा है, लेकिन देखने वाली बात है कि तमिलनाडु
Could I have get the camera on this side, please? Yeah.
द तमिलनाडु ने काफ़ी क्या बोलते हैं अचंभे करने वाला रिजल्ट यहाँ पे
ठीक
दिखाया
है,
है।
तमिलनाडु ठीक है, आप मुझे वेस्ट बंगाल का दिखाओ। ओपन वेस्ट बंगाल, गेट टू द वीआईपी सीट्स। Let me have a quick look. Is Mamata Banerjee leading in Bhawanipur? Yes, she is. Suvendu Adhikari is standing from the same seat. Okay, so that he's
But in
trailing.
Nandigram, Suvendu Adhikari is,
Nandigram में
सुवेंदु अधिकारी इज ऑन अ बिग लीड।
lead in Nandigram.
Yes,
Okay, and give us a little constituency-wise breakup. Go to Kolkata. Let's see Kolkata. So far in Kolkata, we're looking at. No, give us, okay, so Kolkata, this is Kolkata where we're looking at the BJP leading in nearly 8 seats.
Wow.
All right?
1 2 3 4 5
Yes?
Big numbers.
Six,
So we're
seven,
coming back to you,
7
Nabila.
seats, BJP
Let's
leading
get
in
a
Kolkata.
sense of how many rounds have taken place. We're coming back to you in about 5 minutes. Get a sense of how many rounds in Bengal have been counted, and we're just coming back. Anand is plotting away.
Yeah. I was actually tracking Greater Kolkata, although the seats are very similar to the presidency zone,
Yeah.
but these seats also plot some of the other regions along with the main Kolkata region. And in Greater Kolkata, the BJP this time has gained 31 seats, viewers. If you look at 2021, and this is very interesting, in Greater Kolkata itself, the BJP was at 9 seats. The Trinamool had 98 seats. Now, it's very similar if you were to look at it from the presidency zone and Greater Kolkata. But if you look at it, if you look at this large box, this was only Trinamool in 2021. All of Kolkata was only 2021.
Wow.
Now, if I just move to 2024 Lok Sabha, it will be interesting. You will see the BJP making inroads into Kolkata.
Greater
Now, right now, if you look at 2026, look at the footprint that's gone up.
Wow.
Now, this footprint if you were to map it with the voter turnout in some of the VIP seats,
that
in
was all
Kolkata,
green.
Is all, yeah, they were all, they
Now,
were all
viewers,
green.
look, you
and
can-
this is,
you can-
this
you
is a
can be-
20%, this place, all these seats, Rahul, have seen an average of about 20% up in the vote share. 19%, nearly 20% vote share jump up, turnout,
Look at
in
this,
terms of
viewers.
turnout,
I am
voter
plotting
turnout.
this is the power palette. What is this, viewers? This is a massive spectrum. What is this spectrum? Here are the seats that have always been swing seats. And there, viewers, you can see a majority of these now opening up or leaning towards the BJP. Here you can see this. This is a whole bunch of BJP seats now. Or at least those which are leaning towards. These are trends, as I'm telling you, viewers. These were BJP mild. The BJP is holding on to its mild. So all those seats that it won by small, yes, almost all of them, the BJP is holding up. Look at the TMC mild. This used to be a whole green swath, and it's being slowly dented here. There are about 10 seats that have opened up in the TMC mild. So on the marginals, viewers, maybe this is where the SIR has taken huge hold, and that's a problem. The TMC strong is a story, viewers. Now these are seats that have been won twice consecutively, 3 times consecutively, and you're beginning to see them being ripped. There are these shards which are coming through. Look at this. This is a whole swath of saffron blocking up. Now, these are the seats where, in fact, if anything, the TMC needs to sort of really be hit, because if it's not, then it's going to be a very tight election, like Vote 5 had predicted. You know, margins will come into play and so on and so forth, and it could be a long day. So it's going to be not one of those elections that is over by 10:30 in the morning. But this tells you really a lot in one snapshot, that this election, the BJP is definitely in the race here, and it perhaps will fancy even winning that race, because as of now, viewers, 2 or 3 rounds we are being told the BJP is at 124. It needs about 25 more seats to be just across that halfway mark, to be in the vote vibe range, right?
See, I'm just looking.
Yes, 29 more seats for the BJP. Things can change, viewers. Mamata Banerjee and her party, she's a fighter, let me tell you. She's got that spirit, and it's not going to be easy to dislocate Mamata Banerjee. That's why this is one of those matches, viewers. It's one of those contests that you can't call till the last ball. Yes, Anand.
See, I'm just looking at Greater Kolkata and the urban seats, and just zooming in on Kolkata. 17 seats that the BJP is plotting. Overall, in the whole Greater Kolkata region, there are 36 seats up. But in these 17 seats, a bulk of it is also coming in also in the Kolkata region itself. Now, if I look at this is a Trinamool bastion, that is Kolkata Uttar, and here, there you go, Kolkata Dakshin, and this was a Trinamool bastion. They have broken in, they are taking lead. All the adjacent constituency, they are leading. Here they are leading. Now this is Bhabanipur. This is all around where Mamata is contesting. All around, except for constituency 160 and 154, it's all BJP.
It
Now,
used to be 11-0.
yeah,
Kolkata.
Howrah I was just coming to that.
Howrah 16-0.
Now, this block used to be 11-0, 11-0 to the BJP. 11-0. This block used to be 11-0 to the Trinamool Congress. This is TMC. Now at this point, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This seat, they are active in 11 seats already. They are leading.
You know, viewers,
This is clear bonus.
If this is breached, if this part is breached, TMC is in trouble.
Yeah, they are in
the
trouble.
Strongest area of TMC.
Because ये हावड़ा
They would just
हुगली,
go through
कोलकाता
that.
हावड़ा हुगली, अगर आप इन regions को
हावड़ा
लोगे,
देख लीजिए
कोलकाता
ना,
हावड़ा
हावड़ा,
हुगली को लोगे, तो 33 सीट होता है, अमिताभ?
हावड़ा
33
is 34, yeah.
हाँ, 34.
हावड़ा हुगली 34.
हाँ, अगर आप इन regions को लोगे, कोलकाता हावड़ा हुगली को आप लोगे,
सिर्फ वो तीनों
regions को
लोग।
आप let's just look at it. यहाँ पर आप urban seats को ही पकड़ लीजिए, और यहाँ कोलकाता हावड़ा हुगली, the urban seats, if you look at it, this is where the urban seats
See this.
plot across, and this is the
It used to be
Kolkata region.
41-4 in favor of
This
TMC.
used to be
41-4.
This is 30-15 right now. ये 41-4 41-4 से ये 30-15
This is the
हो गया.
story.
Very major flips
Of
are
the
in
election.
this
41 to
region,
4 to 30 to
A googly in
30 to
Hooghly.
15.
Yes.
a
30 to
googly
15.
in Hooghly.
Look at the difference. Yeah,
Googly in
the
Hooghly.
big googly.
Can
Big
you
googly
play with
in
the
Hooghly
straight
and
bat,
this
Anand?
region.
Let's
and
ask.
plus 22.
Shubir Bhaumik, were you
Plus
expecting
22
this?
seats.
The deletions, but look at the voting percentages, Rahul. The rise, the spike in voting percentages in just Kolkata. Bhawanipur 25% spike in voting percentage. Chaurangi 33%. Baliganj 27%. Rajbihari 27%. Port area 25%. Entally 25%. Shampukur 30%.
I think we even have that filter.
And Manitala 28%.
Let's pull out that filter of the turnout jump.
you're talking about
Yeah.
Anand, if
It's a
Kolkata-
huge-
Kolkata, this is the result.
Yeah.
If you go a little lower, where the
Parganas,
where
South and North
where-
Parganas.
Yeah.
You want to go to
what
the
is happening
Parganas?
now?
No, this is
They
urban
removed the
discontent
Parganas
that
from
you are
there.
pointing
Parganas.
out. So, urban discontent, the TMC had hoped that you could paper over that with rural votes, but clearly that is not happening in the rural areas
That's
either. So, it's urban discontent
Let's
and
look at
rural
presidency.
discontent.
Presidency covers the Parganas
Can we
also.
get some idea of the margins by which the BJP is leading? Because
See,
that's an important thing.
right. Margins too early.
That will
But
be low
presidency,
because-
I'm just
yeah,
bringing
correct.
you to
That
your
would be low because
Yes.
2-3 rounds only.
107 seats back in 2021. The Trinamool Congress had 92. If you look at the current scenario at this point in presidency, out of the 102, 76. Trinamool is in 41 minus 24. The
Okay, this
BJP
is
is
a-
already 35.
Okay, let me give you the
This is the
vector.
big
No,
tent.
that-
And there you
This
go.
is a vector,
Super.
viewers.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
are the verdict vectors. This is going to tell you what's exactly
Super.
happening in one
Yeah.
snapshot. So
Yeah.
let's come here. Muslim majority seats.
Yeah.
Here BJP is leading on 19, the TMC on 38. Now look at the urban seats, viewers. It's the urban seats. It's this.
Yeah.
It's Calcutta, the Hooghly, in the Hooghly. This is what is happening, viewers. The TMC 14, the BJP is streaking ahead. This was not expected. There are 46 urban seats, and look at the way.
Look at the
things are
story
changing.
above. Muslim majority seats,
what is the
19
majority?
where the BJP is.
Rahul, if BJP is leading in 19 seats which are Muslim majority, that itself is a huge thing.
No, hang on. I'm not talking
Because
about Muslim
Congress is
majority.
doing well.
We are talking about seats where Muslims
Shubhi.
have. Hang on, gentlemen. Muslims have a lot of influence.
Influence,
I'm not
yeah.
saying they're
Acha,
exactly
okay,
50% plus seats. So there's counter Hindu consolidation that is perhaps explaining some of this.
No,
now look at
but
phase
even
2.
here on the Muslims where they are 50% plus, the BJP
Look
is
at
plus
phase
5
two.
seats.
Five.
Plus
Look at
5
phase-
seats.
look at
even
phase
here.
two. Look
Yeah.
at phase 2.
Muslim majority
Look at
is
phase
a
2.
majority.
In 107.
Dominant.
Excuse me.
50%,
One second,
dominant.
Gentlemen,
50%
please.
plus.
Let's
Yeah.
focus on
How
this.
is BJP winning in 19?
One second, gentlemen, and the only one lady, unfortunately, in this whole group. Can you believe it, viewers?
I self-identify.
Here, phase 2, 107 of these phase 2 seats.
35 seats up, 49, the 35 seats up BJP,
Yes.
35 seats up from the last time,
35,
34 of which
the
pins
number
from the
here
Trinamool
is
Congress.
49, but
Yeah.
they didn't have these 35 seats here. So this is a huge gain. Now let's look at phase 1. This is where Amit Shah says,
Yeah.
I am getting 110 this time. This is phase 1, viewers. He's up at 81 right now. This is the BJP, and I don't know the gains in phase 1.
Yeah,
Can you tell me
gains
the
in phase 1 is 24
24 gains.
He's at 81 right now.
Will this go
81. The
higher?
target is 110.
Will these numbers for TMC soften? Don't know. Rural seats, viewers, I mean, this is neck and neck.
It's a story.
This is a story in itself. And the Matua factor, here again, neck and neck.
They are not
Neck and
punishing
neck.
the BJP
They are
as much
not
as one
punishing.
had thought that they
You know,
would.
that's an astute observation there. There you are, viewers. This is a huge 1 second snapshot. The verdict vectors are out also. Now, it's going to take us a little while to home in on the result. It could be, we could be here till about 4 in the afternoon because every result is going to be contested. But also, viewers, if the numbers are really running away in the BJP's favor, you'll see the TMC,
This is interesting also.
their resilience waning very quickly because the TMC supporters, the ground workers might think it's all over by the shouting and then they won't have much to really talk about. But these are the numbers, big numbers, viewers. Yes.
Many would say that because of SIR deletions, the Matuas are upset. But the BJP is actually
vector.
leading in 3 more seats from the last
Compared
time
to
around,
last.
even in the Matua areas. So clearly in South and Western Kolkata and of
Medinipur
course
and
towards
largely,
the
yeah.
South, even in the Parganas, there are leads that they are actually plotting. That's the Matua factor. Trinamool is actually -4 here. So there is a story that's building of a Hindu consolidation. When a Suvendu Adhikari comes out and says that there is a Hindu consolidation, there's a reason why he's saying it, because even in his own backyard of Medinipur, you look at the impact that he's having. Look at the color shift that's happening. the BJP is up 8 seats from the last time around, 21 to 29. So that's what they have done. And there you go. Again, all the border areas from where people had to flee to neighboring Jharkhand and this one the last time around, they are coming back with a vengeance.
Something
and then
is
they're
churning.
teaching the
Something is churning. Is something also churning, Anand, in Tamil Nadu? Let's look at the verdict vectors. Smita Prakash.
Yes. Very interesting is happening in
Okay, let's have a look at these numbers. Look at the rural seats, viewers. The TVK Vijay is a factor in rural Tamil Nadu. No one thought that this was going to happen. Here you have the 1 year vote. AIDMK is supposed to be the bearer of the 1 year vote, Dr. Raman. They're holding on. The TVK, however, has entered the picture. The DMK is there also. I don't know if they've taken a bit of a hit, but it's the yes, sir.
Yeah. The AIADMK is going to be the single largest party.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
big
and
one.
the DMK will be third.
But interesting, even if the AIDMK is the single largest party, they will need Vijay. Will Vijay take a second back seat? Will he allow an AIDMK chief minister, or is it going to be Vijay?
I don't think you're right. I don't think he will.
In
Because
the rural
if he
belt,
does,
in the rural belt, ADMK is actually consolidating itself. It's actually growing. It's grown 2 seats, 29 seats. Now, in this rural belt, as of now, 76 seats are showing the leads. Rural belt has 90 seats overall. And in these, it's not going to be easy for the TVK to make a breach, although they have broken into 22. But if the ADMK holds on to rural and gets at least 35 seats here, they are in line to become not just the single largest party, but maybe first past the post.
Let's have a look at Baniar's.
They could edge closer to the majority mark.
See,
probably, definitely more than 100 is a possibility. AIADMK.
You always said that
look at the 1 years. In 1 years, it's a 90 seat grouping. 1 years is 90 seat grouping. 1 years is greater than 30% population. That's the combination. 32 seats. The ADMK is actually plus 10 in the 1 years. See, the pollster had given max of 32 seats to the ADMK.
61.
But here is the argument. Out of 61, they've already won 32, and the 1 years are actually influential in 69 seats. So if the ADMK is able to get another 3-4 seats here, they're already plus 10. So if they go up, then they are in line to cross that 114 number. Very 117 number.
My colleague Anand has been spot on about this from day one.
Yes.
Let me tell you, Anand, Dr. Raman and Amitabh have been spot on. They have been saying this. The other charlatans, viewers, have been talking all sorts of nonsense, spinning like tops on an axis because they got carried away.
Yes.
Currying favor. Here we don't curry favor, viewers. We tell you how it is.
ADMK has already exceeded the tally projected by the pollster in just the 1 year seats.
Even, see, 1 year seat, that's what I'm saying. They won 32
only 1 year.
And they projected a 42% vote share. In 1 year itself, they can win at least 40 seats.
But
That's what I'm saying.
Because in the interest of modesty and in the interest of accuracy, let's tell the viewer that, yes, caution.
I know the TVK is doing spectacularly well, but most of these are very early leads. So they could drop as this goes on. But it's still a remarkable
let's not
performance.
forget,
There's no doubt
in
about
Tamil Nadu, caste as of now has not reached a point where they no longer relevant. I'll come to the urban seats in a bit. Just quickly looking at some of the, this is the overall number, just looking at the counter seats. Counter seats, why? Because Edappadi Palaniswamy is a counter and he's the tallest of the MBC leaders. As of now, the ADMK is showing -6, the TVK is plus 14. Seats are being pinched more from the DMK. So the argument that DMK will not lose seats is flattened. Here, there will be greater consolidation in favor of the ADMK as the rounds progress, and the seats will actually translate to the ADMK. So the Gounder, 1 year and also the rural seats together will take the ADMK past 110 mark. That's the assumption.
Let's go back to Tamil Nadu verdict vectors, because I want to now focus on this flank where there are 3 important stories to be told, viewers, filters. So that's the urban seats. Here you can see the TVK, as was expected, doing well. This is really the cosmopolitan bunch of the Tamil Nadu electorate, and they are pushing ahead. We'll break down that for you on that Chengalpet and Chennai
where the
corridor.
KPCC will get into it. Where are they actually pinching the seats from? Urban Tamil Nadu, they're pinching the seats from the DMK.
Because that's where the DMK had numbers.
But the pollsters were giving DMK seats in urban Tamil Nadu also.
I've already
the
told
whole
you.
argument. Yes, we discussed this other day because it didn't make sense
And when you grill the pollster, he was floundering. I understand that, but it's not about one person or two viewers. You know, this is a difficult game. Let me tell you.
It's difficult to get the vibe correct.
And people do attribute motives which are wrong. But anyhow, I just want to get across to the.
Look at Chennai.
Yes,
See, Chennai again. Chennai again. TVK has pinched everything from the DMK.
Sweep.
See, there was no logic to the argument that was being made in Chennai itself. 34 seats, 29 is where the TVK is leading. They're pinching everything from the
Now,
DMK.
just take a breath here. Just take a breath, and I want to bring in the panel. Okay. Now, viewers, in case trends hold in Bengal, right? In case they hold in Tamil Nadu, what is happening to the India bloc, viewers? The I is falling, the N is falling, the D is falling. Many things are falling off. Only the Congress will be left. Smita Prakash, your view. Ayyar Mitra. No, only Mr.
Right?
Mitra. Yes.
So you would think that they would do like the BJP. Every time there's a win or a loss, they go into this Chintan Manthan Baithak. They sit and analyze. But do you ever see the India Alliance doing that? They don't meet. They take vacations midway into the polls. Forget about taking a vacation later, but they just don't sit together and think about what to do ahead. It's literally knee-jerk reactions that happen.
The main thing out here is we're looking at a hung assembly in Tamil Nadu if these projections hold, right? Which was the initial prediction apparently. Now, in this situation, is this going to be like Delhi 2014, where, you know, Vijay refuses, even though he can form a government with ADMK, he refuses to align with ADMK, sits it out, nobody wins, 6 months again, he might get into that thing.
It's
that,
a possibility.
If these hold,
but I'll
get
get
an
a larger
animation for
picture.
6 months.
Larger picture from you.
I'll just say, see, the white areas are all TVK. Okay, so they're plotting. TVK is actually plotting. There's actually grey, so they're plotting across Pan Tamil Nadu. But interestingly, see this belt. There will be a swing in terms of the when the rounds count, because again this is the Tevar belt. So this belt will show and plot differently. This belt, this is the counter belt. Edappadi Palaniswamy's magic will come into play, and this game will come here because of the combinations the NDA has worked. There will be pressures on. What's not going to go away from Vijay is this belt.
This belt.
Because this is the urban belt. So this belt they have wrested from the DMK.
Okay.
Finished. So this is going.
But I'm just quickly wanting to focus.
The rest of the game is going to be plotted here,
One
Rahul,
quick
in the next
take
3
from
rounds.
everyone on the larger national picture as it's emerging right now. Viewers, early doors, but still. Yes, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, you on the larger picture first, and then I want to bring in
Abhijit Majumdar.
your namesake.
I think one thing now seems to be quite clear, that Mamata Banerjee's claim to, you know, the leadership of the opposition really is now on, I think it's pretty much ended if this result holds. The problem is the second biggest leader out there with the second biggest block of seats was the DMK. That is also now seemingly collapsed. Right? So even if the BJP hasn't won, it has won through proxy essentially. And in Assam, it has scored a huge landslide. Effectively, whether we like it or not,
Third place, DMK.
Yeah.
It's going down very quickly.
Silent
It's minus
Abhijit
91.
Majumdar.
Minus 91. The DMK right now is minus
There
91.
were 5 opinion polls, 6
180
polls.
to 190.
polls.
6
180
polls.
to 190.
I'll tell you, I've told you the reason
6
for it. So
polls.
let's not hold the pollster guilty there.
Rahul,
Yes, no spine.
If these results hold, it's a watershed moment for the BJP. If
Watershed.
they win Bengal, it's, you know, Hindu nationalism. You must. I mean, we all know that it was born in Bengal, and now to come
But something
back
more
after-
is happening. It's just not the Hindu vote. This is a aspirational
No, I'm
class.
talking about
Shubir Bhaumik.
No, West Bengal.
Your
He's talking
daughter,
West Bengal,
your
I'm-
daughter in West Bengal, she said and you said that they didn't want to come back because, sorry.
This
no
is a
prospect.
combination of two factors. See, you guys are talking presidency, first phase, second phase. There is no projection, but I would be very keen. But my hunch is the 44 seats right on the border with Bangladesh and 57 seats
Oh, we have
adjoining
it,
them.
we have it, we have
BJP will do very well there because of the Bangladesh factor. You have Jamaat Islami sweeping
Oh,
elections
you're right.
in Bangladesh.
Certain gains are coming on that border.
So
You're
you
right.
see?
Still being plotted.
So I
but
kept
they'll
telling
come.
you in several programs, if you recall, that these seats, 57 plus 44 seats, BJP will do extremely well because on the other side of the border it has been a Jamaat sweep and this automatically translate. Secondly,
Bhagat, yeah.
the aspirational factor I brought up. So the combination of two will sink Mamata because on the border you have this Jamaat Islami surge in Bangladesh. And earlier when BJP leaders would go and say Hindu khatre mein hai, people will jokingly say Modi khatre mein hai. But now they actually see the khatra because Jamaat has emerged so strongly there. It and Bengal border, unlike Punjab, is an open border. Bangladesh is keep coming in large numbers. And for treatment, for buying sarees and all that. So this is going to rub on. Hugely on the border. And the aspirational factor. Hooghly you are showing. It's the Singur factor. Mamata Banerjee is the one who torpedoed the Tata project. Now that area was taken up. अभी उधर खेती भी नहीं होता है, गाड़ी भी नहीं बनता है.
At least Buddha was pragmatic.
इसका डंडा नहीं लगेगा, बिल्कुल लगेगा.
At least Buddha was reaching out and being pragmatic and wanting to take his state into the 21st century, into the manufacturing century, but Buddha was kicked out. Anyhow, viewers, that's history.
So, you asked national picture. The very few people actually are threats to Narendra Modi's personality, brand. And when the BJP realized that there is even a hint of a risk that they could be a full-on opponent in the future, they throw the kitchen sink. Whether it was Kejriwal, they made sure they won that election. They are making sure they win this and defeat Didi. At the same time, in Tamil Nadu, a brand new political party is likely to win, become number one, which also shows that this is the same country where new ideas, fresh ideas, public still welcomes. And that is something the opposition should learn. Please learn. Something fresh can still be given a chance.
Is Vijay a fresh idea or is he a reaction?
I just want to go back with your permission to Abhijit Majumdar because he made a point there where he said that there is a Hindu consolidation of the vote. Now, why do you say that and why do you say Hindu nationalism? Because this is something that Shwapan Das Gupta, we remember that they also said the same thing, that there is an existential clause that's come into the voters' mind, which surprised everyone, saying, what is this existential thing? Yes, Abhijit.
Yes, and it's not just, and Shubhita is absolutely right. On the border areas, you will see, because Jamaat has won seats along the border, so the polarization is very high.
But you can see that. You can see the border now. Look at that big seat at the bottom.
Also, breaking news. Because I am in touch with these people. There are 35,000 Awami League workers who have fled into West Bengal. They are the happiest with the BJP win. You know why? They think Didi is close to Jamaat.
Whether they think that way.
Big breaking news.
Shubhita, you have a point. Let's see what the numbers are saying. We've just plotted. What you're seeing on your screens, viewers, is the Hindu-dominated seat. That means where the percentage of Hindu population is greater than 50% across Bengal. Look at the gains for the BJP. They are leading in 61 seats. More than last time. They are leading in 132 seats, which is plus 61 the last time around. And this is plotting not just along the border with Bangladesh. It's not plotting just here. It's not just plotting all across here. It's also plotting with the neighboring states. Look at this. Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, Chhattisgarh. Why? Diamond Harbour, abhi batata hu. As of now, what's happening is those who had to flee the last time around because of the polls that happened and the post-poll violence that happened, they are coming back and they are responding with a vengeance. And here, there is a counter consolidation, like Shubir Bhaumik was saying, because of what's happened in the neighborhood. And it's visible because people are saying, our lands would go, it's existential for us. Amitabh Tiwari,
Let's go across. 1 second, gentlemen. Let me go across to Purnima. DMK scaling back on arrangements, festivities, etc. Let's go straight across. Purnima, what's happening? And I'll also check in with the vote hub right after. Yes, Purnima.
Well, if you can see, this is the mood here at the DMK office. Initially, it said Dravidian Model 2.0 back and loading, and there was the Shamiana here that you can see currently being removed here. There were over 100 chairs placed for the cadre. All these are being cleared. You can see these are signs of DMK slowly giving up. There was Shamiana, there were chairs, all these being removed, cadre being asked to disperse from here slowly, and all the arrangements and preparations that were underway since morning, they've all been put on hold. They were also planning to set up the stage on the other side. That is also currently being removed as we speak. So this is the kind of development that's taking place at the DMK office after early trends are not really in favor of the DMK. These are all currently being removed as we speak.
Big one.
Well, it's a big development there, and see, that's because the DMK is minus 88 seats in terms of leads. But big story in Bengal, the BJP right now just 7 seats short of the halfway mark in terms of leads. Just 7 seats short of the halfway mark in terms of lead in Bengal, leading in 140 seats plus 69 seats from the last time around. Big story here. So Tamil Nadu and Bengal become the big stories. Just quickly taking you through what's happening in Assam, where Himanta Biswa Sharma and the BJP plus are 91 plus already. So they are comfortably 22 seats more than the last time. The impact of delimitation and Himanta Biswa Sharma's campaign and his likability, that approval factor, allowing them to dominate lower Assam, central and upper Assam. Look at that. The Barak Valley and this region, there is still plotting, interesting developments. Kerala, UDF, 85, plus 45 from last time. So the LDF seem to be routed this time, down 37 seats at 50, and it looks very clearly as of now that the UDF is dominating central, south Kerala, and also making inroads in north central Kerala. That's where
that is the Hindu
the
majority.
South. This is the Hindu vote.
Yeah.
Now, surprisingly, it's consolidating against the left in favor of the UDF. One would wonder why. Perhaps this is also because there is a huge amount of anti-incumbency. No, the Sabrimala issue.
At 10 o'clock in the morning, I want you now to focus on some big numbers, viewers. It's 10 o'clock, 2 hours into counting. This is a snapshot. West Bengal, 256 out of 293 leads. Remember, 1 seat countermanded the election. So from 294, it's come down to 293. What are we seeing? We are seeing the BJP inches away from the halfway mark. Huge story. Mamata Banerjee, the biggest tent pole in the India bloc, looking shaky, looking fundamentally spun around. Why? Because she's 76 seats down right now, viewers, over last time. These are leads, let me tell you. In some places, only 3 or 4 rounds of counting. It could go up to 14, 15, 18 rounds. Early leads, but this is not looking good because this is enough voters to tell you there's a trend. So here you see it, 142, 71 seats up. Amit Shah could become, viewers, the man of the moment, because remember, it's him who hits the ground and does that work, and he was not budging from Bengal for weeks altogether. He was there, the Prime Minister, the Jhal Muri, someone is feeding the Jhal, and it is certainly not the BJP right now. Okay, so this is how things stand at 10 in the morning. In Kerala, 140 out of 140 trends. Here you see it, the UDF, the Congress, already past the halfway mark, 47 seats plus for them. These are the trends. Tamil Nadu viewers, what a story is being scripted here. Look at where the TVK is. The TVK is 92 in the positive, because remember, it starts from 0. It's a massive gain. The DMK down, almost out, floundering, 89 down. 219 out of 234 trends in. AIDMK holding forth. This looks like a hung assembly happening here, viewers. And is the TVK going to be sitting out, or is it going to join hands with the nice BJP people and going to form the government? And last, Assam, 122 out of 126 trends. It's a clean sweep. BJP coursing ahead. Anand.
Well, TVK right now has made an announcement. TVK spokesperson is saying we will form government on our own. We will have the seats on our own. We are not going to go into alliance with anybody. The people are fed up of the two Rivayati partiers. Let's listen into what the TVK had to say.
we will DMK in number 1 position is the total Tamil Nadu. Okay? Around the
spokesperson and a very happy Felix Gerard here. So let me ask you, I'll start with the weather in Chennai. It's Agni Nakshatra, it's peak heat. The clouds haven't come out, the sun hasn't come out, Suryan Udikila, DMK was in power and that's also part of the emblem. But is it the winds of change? We suddenly saw a gust of wind here. So is TVK seeing the winds of change?
Yes, the entire weather have changed and sun is going to set very soon. And this is not surprise for us and we expected this and it's a much calculated and well expected results. And this shows the trend of the people, the entire Tamil Nadu wanted a change and this reflects in the people's mindset.
What worked for you, sir, in your favor?
Everything. Our leader is the most charismatic leader and the election promises. Above all, the trust that people have on my leader.
It's unbelievable also in terms of people flying down from different countries, coming to cast their vote. In droves, the youth have come in from different parts of the state and from other states as well. But this, what you see is this, it's a sign of trust, you say, towards Jananayagam as he is. But at the same time, it's also something in terms of fatigue towards the DMK and ADMK.
No, the people are fed up with these, both the parties. They wanted a change. They wanted a clean government. They wanted a government which will improve the lives of the people. And that's why they have come all the way to cast one vote. I know people have come from Europe spending lakhs of rupees to cast one vote. So that's the power of our leader and the need for the state. That's the main reason.
Talapati Vijay as Chief Minister?
Sure, of course, 100%. No doubt.
But there'll be two important calls that come.
Felix Gerard very, very confident there, even as he's speaking with Rohini Swami. But interestingly, viewers, the ADMK is just consolidated. It's just lost 3 seats from the last time around. It's going to consolidate. And we're going to tell you that in Tamil Nadu, the picture is still left. It's not yet over. Not that the TVK is going to lose or lose its leads drastically, but things could change here quite quickly. The ADMK is also now pinched back 2 seats. So the traditional parties may not just give up without a fight. This phenomenon that is Vijay also perhaps shows that this could perhaps be the first election in Bharat which is being driven by the Gen Z vote, largely by the Gen Z vote, and also what their campaign and what they've tried to do on social media more than on-ground campaigning, because his on-ground campaign and his presence pan Tamil Nadu was thwarted quite a bit. So this is a story in itself. Let's quickly look at how the regions are voting. How is Delta voting? Let's look at that first. In the Delta region, again, the TVK has made inroads and it's pinched bulk of it from the ADMK. These leads are coming from the ADMK. Sumant Raman.
From Delta, last time DMK won 38 out of 41.
Correct.
ADMK won 3 seats.
Yeah.
So if the TVK is taking 16, they're damaging the DMK drastically.
DMK 33-4. Yeah, it was 33-4. Let's look at the previous years. In this Delta region that we're plotting, the ADMK had won 25 seats out of 37. In 2021. So this Delta region, this is what...
Some error.
There seems to be some error.
Because this was not the Delta region.
This is West.
Delta is on the other side.
Yeah, this is West.
Tents are being
I think they have interchanged.
Yeah, they've interchanged.
Tents are being removed from the DMK office, which was put up out there for celebration.
Let's go to those pictures, dramatic pictures.
And the point is that the Congress, in the Congress party in the state, there was a lot of talk that, we should probably move away from the DMK and go with Vijay. Talks had initially begun out there, but the old guard who had the years of the leadership of the Congress said no, that's not possible, because look at DMK, they are bankrolling our campaign. Everywhere they were giving them money to contest the election, they were providing them the crowds, they were providing them the plastic chairs. Plastic chairs very important in elections, because you have to pay in advance to the tent walas to give those chairs.
Because those chairs are broken or somebody take them away and all of
that. You're talking about lakhs of chairs across the state, right? And all that money was being given by the DMK to the Congress. So penny-wise, pound foolish, they decided to go with what is available rather than put their ears to the ground. And as Rahul was pointing out, where was the local media? They did not see the signs at all that there was such an anti-incumbency going on. So who muzzled the media in the state out here? Or did they self-correct themselves that better
We will ask all those questions once the dust settles and the results settle. Yes, Sumant Raman.
Had the Congress gone with TVK in hindsight, after 1967, who knows, they might have been back in power.
Right. Salem Dharnidharan is with us. Vanakkam. Vanakkam. Enna solranga? What do you think? Smita Prakash is saying.
Kursi ki baat hai.
Yeah.
Plastic chair.
So,
not just kursi ki baat hai, what Smita is saying is very important. Alliance making. So, if the Congress has screwed up alliance making in Tamil Nadu,
BJP passed the halfway mark in
next to the halfway mark. Yes.
Let's go to Bengal very quickly. Sanam Dharnidharan also here with us. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, just one seat. It's actually slipped back down. So we'll keep close tabs. We'll keep close tabs, but then it's back up. No, I'm just saying 145, 147 is the halfway mark. 74 seats gain that is made, but it has to gain far more, viewers. It has to gain far more for it to become solid. Another 3 to 5 seats easily.
Anand, you're more ambitious for the BJP
and continue to consolidate.
BJP is for itself.
Consolidate, yeah. Let's go back to Tamil Nadu because Salem Dharnidharan is here. What would you say to this number? Do you think this will change Salem Dharnidharan? Does it shock you? DMK at 61 minus 94 seats and all of them lost to the TVK. It's not a repeat of 2016.
Yeah, I think every election is unpredictable and who decides are the people. So we have to listen to the people. But these are early trends. Maybe we can say in conclusion by 12 o'clock or 12:30 what will be the trend. But if this TVK's trend is true, maybe
like you always do, you speak up. So you need
no,
to
if the TVK's trend, if it is true, then it is also a lesson for parties across the country that the politics in itself has changed. Then maybe the belief in grassroots or the big conferences, or maybe there is that belief, right, is wrong. And the fact is the politics is now more on social media and more about the young people. And if you look, let me not speak as a spokesperson, but look at the percentage of parliamentarians under the age of 40 in the country. What is the percentage? Less than 5%. Emmanuel Macron became president of France when he was 37 or 38.
Right.
And has anyone become any? So the thing is, it's
so
also
did the DMK not read it? Did the DMK not read it?
No, then what about BJP?
Or was the BJP
not read
it? No, I'm saying, was the DMK in denial?
The BJP not read it. The BJP not read it. The ADMK not read
The
it.
story is not about BJP in Tamil Nadu. The story is about DMK.
One second. Mr. Dharnidharan. Just one second. One second. Mr. Dharnidharan, I just have to ask you this question. Is this a vote against everything that the media has been telling you, the national media, that you legitimately did boycott a lot of channels? And I'm using the word legitimately because you felt that there was perhaps some sort of a agenda. But maybe we were telling you the truth. Maybe we were telling you to look in the mirror.
I am the spokesperson.
So I'm asking you now, sir. So now I'm asking you.
When have I boycotted your channel, any channels?
Well, sir, some people did. But anyhow, I'm not making it about myself.
I have always been on your channel. Not yours. I'm not judging you.
I'm a small
I have
reporter.
been on
Listen
every...
to me.
I'm
asking you, sir. This was something that was pointed out. The Supreme Court caught hold of 4 of your ministers and said they were corrupt. Number 1. Number 2, that there was a governance gap. Number 3, that you were not very well disposed to a community in the state, the Sanatanis. Many things were said. Do you think you could have course corrected? The TVK is a complete outsider. Do you think you could have course corrected? Honest question, honest answer.
See, in politics, in elections, it's very difficult to pinpoint to reasons on why one party is losing and one party is winning. There are a number of reasons, but you exactly cannot pinpoint. If this is the reason you are saying, and if this trend ought to hold, then if religion or Hindu card with the BJP place has been the reason, then ADMK should have swept. That is not the case. I'm not still saying we couldn't win. It's too early. It could still be a hung assembly. It could, or one of the other parties could narrowly make it. But if these trends are true, then I don't think it is because of all the issues the BJP raised or the national media raised.
No,
it is because of young people. You go to the streets of Tamil Nadu,
did you block or muzzle the media to an extent that you were not told the real picture on ground, and you were itself in denial? When I say you, the DMK itself was in denial of what the angst on ground is. Now look at the thing. What's happening? The TVK has pinched 97 seats, of which 96 have come from you, the DMK, as of now the lead. Look at the ADMK. The ADMK is still leading in 70. As of now, only 4 more seats leads need to be plotted. Only 4 more seats. And this looks like this combination, if it comes together, can form government.
But TVK also, Vijay has not given a single interview. as yet. So it's not media making or breaking also.
No, media, it's social media. It's
give
social
us
media
that
making or
Shivani-
breaking.
Shivani
Social
is
media.
from the results hub.
His own movie was blocked at the State CBFC. Yeah, lots of things
One
happen.
second, let me go to the results hub because Shivani has some micro details coming out of Tamil Nadu, and I also want to say good morning to RP Singh, who's looking very, very happy right now. Yes, Shivani.
Yes, thank you for that. I have the vote numbers with us now in our live results hub. I'm focusing on the Chennai seats. All 16 leads, mind you, in Chennai are with the TVK. And this is the big number. Kolathur, VS Babu of the TVK leading by 12,916 votes. These are still early rounds. But of all the Chennai seats, the maximum lead is in Kolathur, which is important because this is Stalin's seat.
Stalin's seat.
Exactly. And C. Joseph Vijay from Perambur leading currently by 6,463. You've got from Velacheri Kumar R leading by 3,826. In Dr. Radhakrishnan Nagar and Mary Wilson of the TVK leading by 5,000 votes. But the big, and then there is Saidapet, which is Arul Prakasam M of the TVK leading by 9,000 votes. But the big number coming in from Kolathur, 12,916, the lead already. I want to show you Kanchipuram, again a stronghold of the DMK. 3 TVK leads out of the 4 seats, 1 for AIA DMK. Already handsome lead in Kanchipuram for V. Soma Sundaran AIDMK leading by 7,700 votes. Tiruvallur, again a previous DMK bastion, currently 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the 10 leads are TVK, only 1 lead for DMK, CPIM, AIA, DMK leading at others. There is one Punamali, which is leading, TVK leading here, Prakasam R by 19,000 votes already. So these are early trends, but really strengthening in favor of the TVK in even strongholds of the DMK in Chennai and KTCC region.
Well, remember viewers that the TVK right now is about 20 short of the halfway on its own.
One point.
Yes.
Why is it even more remarkable, Rahul? 90% of the people of the state in 90% of the constituencies don't know the name of the TVK candidate.
Yeah.
Okay. They have no clue who
this
they
is
are.
exactly this is exactly what happened with the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab.
That is
अब लगेगा झाड़ू. आप में यही हुआ था पंजाब में. Same thing happened.
This is what we were saying on exit polls. They didn't have people at the polling booth. It doesn't matter when chemistry works. When it happened with Gen Z, sir was saying, Gen Z, you can't just, sometimes your legacy becomes your baggage.
Yeah.
Gen Z wants freshness. You can't just say, chalo yaar, ab Gen Z ko manate hain. Let's do an Insta post and the Gen Z will vote for us. They are not stupid people. They have brains.
So what does the Gen Z want?
Gen Z wants
jobs.
Firstly, I think
prospects.
It's again and again come that they want a face they can trust. And who wins that trust? Usually.
Okay, big news, sir, behind you. Big news behind you. Bengal, BJP 149, clear of the halfway number, sir.
Whoa,
in terms of lead.
viewers.
Big development. 150, leading in 150 as of now. 150, Bengal, big lead. This one. Yeah.
I've come to this for many elections to this studio. This is the only election of the states where you don't show any mithai shots. Is it a very North Indian thing, the laddus and all? Because so much is happening.
Yeah.
No, but West Bengal is famous for sweets. There is nobody doing mithai there like in UP. They are not productive.
अरे संदेश यही है.
नहीं ये तो
आपके सामने संदेश है.
Like is the
और
culture
बंगाली के
different?
सामने संदेश रखा है. और क्या करें?
In Delhi,
No,
UP,
one second.
Punjab,
That's
Bihar,
an important
Bihar.
question. Very important question. I'll just tell you.
Too early for Sandesh in
Precisely.
Bengal.
Yes. Precisely. Shubir Bhaumik, man of experience. Smita Prakash, madam of experience. Both of them are going to tell you that it's still early days. Let's hold our breath. These are indications.
I want to add
Picture
some context to why
Yes,
it's
sir.
early days.
Yeah.
Out of 22 or 23 rounds in most seats, right now we are on round 2. And in the seats that BJP is leading in at the moment, according to the Election Commission site, in one of them it's leading by 10,000, which is Agnimitra Paul's constituency, Asansol Dakshin. In most of the others, the margins are between 1,000 and 1,500.
So I want to show
Many
that.
of them are under 500.
Let's show that spectrum once.
Yeah.
Let's show the spectrum, the voter palette. Yes.
He's got the vote share. He's got vote share.
Vote share in West Bengal as per ECI website, 46% BJP, 40% TMC.
Wow. 46%
6%
BJP.
Gap.
That is
Roughly.
almost 1 in 2 voters.
Roughly.
And this is on top of a big turnout. even a bigger turn. And look at what is happening. Nalin Mehta is saying, what is happening here? Look at the other seats, viewers. These are the narrow margins Nalin Mehta is talking about. These are the mild seats. These are the swing seats. And it is in these swing seats that the BJP is streaking ahead by wafer-thin margins. Will these hold? Will they increase? No one knows, viewers. We'll have to find out. Here is the BJP mild. These are seats that it won just once in the past. It's holding on to a lot of them. The TMC mild, viewers, this is where the BJP has made a lot of ingress. And then you have the TMC strong. And look at what's happening here. Big saffron dents. These are indentations, viewers. This is what is happening. We've got a problem. The TMC has a problem. Dilip Ghosh, go straight across to you. Dilip Ghosh, welcome to the show. दिलीप घोष, आपकी
धन्यवाद।
क्या आपका पहला रुझान नंबर 1, नंबर 2 आपका पहला रिएक्शन दोनों बता दीजिए सर।
देखिए, रुझान जो पोलिंग था उसी के आधार पर हो रहे, उसी दिशा में एग्जिट पोल में भी एक दिशा मिली थी और वो संकेत मात्र था, क्योंकि यहाँ के लोग खुल करके बोलते नहीं। तो यहाँ की लोगों की जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज और वोटिंग करने का जो ट्रेंड था उससे पता चल रहा था कि ताबड़तोड़ वोटिंग हुई है, रिजल्ट भी ऐसे ही होगा और उसी दिशा में जा रहा है। लोगों ने धूप में बारिश में खड़ा होकर वोटिंग किया है। 96-7% तक वोटिंग हुआ है। ये कोई आम इलेक्शन जैसा नहीं है। दूसरा है, ये ट्रेंड बहुत आगे जाएगा, बिहार जैसा मुझे लगता है कि दिखेगा, क्योंकि पिछले 50 साल का इतिहास देखे बंगाल का, करीब 10-12 इलेक्शन जिसमें जब भी जो पार्टी जीता 200 से ऊपर सीट लेके ही आया है। 251 तक गया, 211 तक आया। इसलिए जब जिसको देता है बंगाल की जनता भरपूर देता है और पूरा समय भी देता है, किसी को 34 साल, किसी को 15 साल, उसी दिशा में वोटिंग हो रही है, रिजल्ट भी उसी दिशा में जा रही है।
अभी देखिए फेज 2 की अगर आप बात करें, दिलीप दा नमस्ते, आनंद नरसिम्हन बोल रहा हूं। अभी तक बीजेपी ने 45 सीट और खींच लिया है तृणमूल कांग्रेस से। ये सिर्फ अभी फेज 2 का कुछ जो डेटा सामने आया है उसमें दिख रहा है कि 45 सीट बीजेपी ने खींचा है। फेज 1 में भी काफी खींचा है। और अगर आप देखें साउथ में जहां फेज 2 में वीक हुआ करता था तृणमूल बीजेपी, वहां इतना ज्यादा कैसे डेंट लगा रहा है? इसका क्या फैक्टर है, क्या रीजन क्या है?
एक कोलकाता और आसपास की जिला नदिया और उत्तर दक्षिण 24 परगना, हावड़ा, हुगली, ये जिला में 100 सीट है जिसमें हमारा कमजोरी था जी। उसको हमने सुधारने का प्रयास किया और तथाकथित भद्रलोक यहाँ रहते हैं, ये कांग्रेसी गढ़ था। सीपीएम ने भी बहुत ज्यादा परिवर्तन नहीं कर पाए। हमने उत्तर बंगाल, राढ़बंग और जंगल महल में पिछले बार शक्ति बढ़ाया था और फर्स्ट फेज में वहां चुनाव हुआ, वो हमारा कोर इलाका है जी। लेकिन दूसरा जो टीएमसी का कोर इलाका, सबसे ज्यादा जो 91 लाख वोट माइनस हुआ है ना, फर्जी वोट इसी क्षेत्र का, उनके सारे बड़े बड़े नेता यहाँ से जीत के आते थे और 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 लाख तक, 80,000 तक वोट माइनस हुआ है जो फर्जी वोट। और टोटल फर्जी वोट उनका जो वोटिंग होता था उसका 10% एक फॉल्स वोट से आता था जी। और करीब 10-20% लोग जो वोटिंग करते नहीं थे बंगाल में, उन्होंने भी इस बार लाइन में खड़ा होकर वोटिंग किया। ये सारा हमारे तरफ आएगा
जी। तो आपको लग रहा है एसआईआर और जो वोटर वोट करने नहीं आता था या आती थी वो अब बाहर आए हैं, तो ये जो नहीं करते थे वोट, क्या हिंदू वोट हुआ करता? दिलीप दा जरा रुकिए, शशि थरूर कुछ कह रहे हैं केरल के बारे में, मैं वापस आता हूं आपकी ओर।
10 seconds, we're going to have Shashi Tharoor basically making his first response. I think Shashi Tharoor, of course, was campaigning aggressively this time in Kerala.
So we'll go to Kerala moment it is ready. Yes. Dilip Ghosh is
ready. It's ready.
Okay, Tharoor is ready. Let's go.
अब आप लोगों के लिए आगे की क्या सिचुएशन रहेगी और आप लोग क्या कोशिश करेंगे केरल स्टेट के लिए जो यहाँ और कुछ एक्स्ट्रा दे पाए?
देखिए, हम लोग परिवर्तन की पार्टी है। हम चाहते हैं कि 10 साल के इतनी बुरी तरह की राजनीति चले हैं इस सरकार की तरफ से कि इसको एक बदलाना और मेरे ख्याल में नए तरीके की राजनीति ले आना बड़ी जरूरी है।
बार-बार ये सवाल आ रहा है कि सीएम कौन होगा, क्योंकि आप खुद एक एमपी हैं। इस विषय पे बाहर कैसी वेनुगोपाल के लगे हुए हैं।
इस विषय पे हम अभी बात नहीं करना चाहते हैं। चुनाव के रिजल्ट आने दीजिए। खड़गे साहब जो कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष हैं वो किसी को भेजेगा जीते हुए एमएलए के साथ बात करने के लिए, उसके बाद वो लोग उनकी राय दे देंगे, फिर हाईकमान तय करेंगे। ये है हमारे कांग्रेस की नीति, तो मुझे क्यों पूछ रहे हैं?
Shashi Tharoor still in wait and watch mode, but saying that this is essentially a great mandate. Assam, of course, didn't work out for the Congress party at all, viewers, but it's West Bengal, which is a big story.
Let's go to Bengal. Dilip Ghosh is still with us. Let's just plot the votes from the higher women population. Dilip ji, यहाँ पर भी जहाँ पर हायर विमेन पॉपुलेशन का है वहां पर तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने वोट खींचा है, ये कैसे हो गया?
देखिए, अभी शशि थरूर जी भी परिवर्तन की बात कर रहे थे ना।
नहीं, बीजेपी, मैं माफी चाहता हूँ, बीजेपी ने 15 सीट वहां भी खींचा है। तो दीदी तो जो महीना भत्ता दे रही थी, काफी लोग कह रहे थे कि महिलाएं नहीं छोड़ के आएंगी, पर यहां पर भी बीजेपी ने 15 सीट ज्यादा खींचा है पिछली बार से।
बंगाल में जो परिवर्तन हो रहा है वो कोई एक सेक्टर से नहीं है, महिला, युवा, फिर लेबर, फिर वो किसान, ऐसा नहीं है। पूरा बंगाल परिवर्तन चाहता है। इसलिए आप देखिए, कल परसों से डायमंड हार्बर फलता से महिलाओं का जो स्टेटमेंट आ रहा है वो कैसा दयनीय है। लोगों को 15 साल से वोटिंग करने नहीं दिए हैं और 8 लाख वोट से वहां जीतते हैं उनके भतीजा। आप संदेश खाली का याद करिए, महिलाओं का वो जो हाहाकार था। कुछ बिहार में माननीय गवर्नर गए तो उनके पैर में पड़ के महिलाएं रो रही थी कि हमें बचाइए इन दरिद्रों से। ये हालत है बंगाल की महिलाओं की। और 1500 रुपया देकर उनका मुंह बंद करना चाहते थे ममता बनर्जी। लोगों ने पैसा भी लिया और बीजेपी को वोट दिया क्योंकि परिवर्तन चाहिए।
पैसा भी लिया और बीजेपी को वोट दिया क्योंकि परिवर्तन चाहिए। पलटानो सरकार हो रहा है कि नहीं? आपका कोई स्कोर?
बीजेपी सरकार निश्चित जानिए। और मैंने जो बोला, बंगाल की जनता भरपूर देता है, छप्पड़ फोड़ के वही देने वाले हैं।
जी, अमिताभ तिवारी हमारे साथ हैं वोट वाइप के, जिन्होंने कहा कि बीजेपी को 153 सीट मिलेगा। अभी रुझान 152 पे है, तो वो आपसे कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं।
दिलीप जी, जो ये महिला वोट के लिए आपने कोई स्पेसिफिक स्ट्रैटेजी बनाई? क्योंकि महिला वोट जो है वो ममता दीदी का स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड पॉइंट है सर।
बिल्कुल, उन्होंने 1500 दिया तो हम तो बोले 3000 देंगे। तो अन्नपूर्णा भंडार देंगे। देना अगर जरूरत है उनको देंगे हम, अगर खाली वोट के लिए नहीं देंगे। हम उनकी जीवन में सुधार के लिए देंगे। युवाओं के लिए भी हमने रखा है कि हम भी आपको 3000 देंगे जब तक आप कमाई नहीं करते हैं। 50 लाख युवा बंगाल से पलायन कर चुके हैं केवल कमाई के लिए, रोजगार के लिए। वो अपना परिवार के साथ रह के जीना चाहते हैं, वो मौका हम देंगे।
अच्छा, ये सुबीर भौमिक हमारे साथ हैं। आप जानते हैं कि वो क्लासिकली लेफ्ट हैं, लेकिन आपसे पूछ रहे हैं आप बंगाल के लिए राइट क्या करेंगे? क्या इंडस्ट्री को वापस लेकर आएंगे कि नहीं?
देखिए, नाइदर राइट नॉर लेफ्ट, गो स्टेट। भारतीय जनता पार्टी स्टेट बात करती है और इंडस्ट्री वहां जाती है जहां भाजपा है।
वो पूछ रहे
दादा
शिल्पो आजबे, इंडस्ट्री आजबे
भालो কথা। पिछले 10-12 साल से 6500 इंडस्ट्री भाग चुकी है, वो टाटा से शुरू करके आज तक। और वो बीजेपी के राज्य में गए हैं, गुजरात में। उनको हम बंगाल में बुलाएंगे और वो आएंगे।
बंगाल में बुलाएंगे और आएंगे। अभिजीत मजूमदार भी आपसे कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं। जी,
what would you say is the turning point in case you guys win? If in case BJP wins, turning point कौन सा था? ये आरजीकर था कि दूसरा कुछ?
देखिए, बंगाल के शरीर में ये सब एक एक घाव है और घाव का चोट नहीं भूला बंगाल। रात जग के महिलाओं ने कैंडल मार्च किया लाखों की संख्या में, भूले नहीं है। वो मौका ढूंढ रहे थे, चुनाव कमीशन ने मौका दे दिया है। और मोदी जी का 12 साल का सुशासन सबके सामने। और मोदी जी बार बार बोल के गए कि 5 साल के लिए मुझे बंगाल दे दिया, हम उस बंगाल को सुधारेंगे। लोगों ने उनकी बात पर भरोसा रखी है और लाइन में खड़ा होकर वोटिंग की।
मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं दिलीप जी, ये फेज 1 का जो रुझान आया है उसमें अमित शाह जी ने बोला था 110 पार कर लेगी बीजेपी। एक 93 पे है अभी, 93 इनकी सीटें हैं। पकड़ है 35 की। सिलीगुड़ी में तो मिठाई भी बिकने लग गई है आपके ऑफिसों में। तो इसके बारे में थोड़ा हमें बताइए कि ये जो प्लॉट किया गया है, कई लोगों ने बोला एसआईआर का ये इम्पैक्ट बहुत ज़्यादा था और सेकंड हाफ में उतना नहीं है। ऐसे ऐसे लोग बोल रहे थे कि एक किस्म से ईसी के साथ साठगांठ। इस पे आप क्या बताएंगे हम लोगों को?
ये जो फर्स्ट फेज का वोटिंग हुआ, ये हमारा लगभग कोर इलाका है। उसमें 3 क्षेत्र है। एक नॉर्थ बंगाल है, दूसरा है राढ़बंग जिसमें बीरभूम बर्धमान आता है, इंडस्ट्री भी है उसमें, और तीसरा है जंगल महल जिसमें मेदिनीपुर, झारग्राम, बांकुड़ा, पुरुलिया ये सब आता है। ये पहले हम जीत चुके थे। पिछले बार बीरभूम में 11 में से 1 सीट हम जीते थे, लेकिन एक सीट में 1 लाख से ज्यादा वोट हमको मिला था। हम थोड़े वोट से हार गए। वो केस्टोदा का कहानी आप जानते हैं, वहां कितना टेरर होता था। अब वो सुधर गया है, लोग वोटिंग किए, वह भी जीत रहे हैं हम। और सबसे कोर इलाका जो टीएमसी का कलकत्ता और आसपास के 125 सीट, उसमें हम बहुत बड़ा डेंट किए हैं, क्योंकि वहां के लोग सबसे ज्यादा टेरर का सम्मुखीन होते थे और सबसे ज्यादा वोट कटा है वहाँ। ये जो फर्स्ट पेज का इलाका में ज्यादा वोट नहीं कटा है, क्योंकि 10,000 12,000 केवल डेथ वोटर का ही माइनस हुआ।
खड़गपुर और उसके आसपास का क्या सीन है?
खड़गपुर तो हम जीत रहे हैं। मेदिनीपुर में पिछले बार 2 सीट जीते थे, इस बार उसका आधा से ज्यादा, मैंने यहाँ जो टोटल सीट्स हैं 8-10 सीट हम जीतेंगे खड़गपुर आसपास।
मैं एक्चुअली 2021 के मुकाबले ये मेदिनीपुर खड़गपुर एरिया अगर आप देखें तो उस वक्त यहाँ पर अधिकांश पूरा बोलबाला आप देखें तृणमूल कांग्रेस का हुआ करता था, लेकिन अभी 2026 में ये पूरी तरह से भगवा हो गया है, पूरी तरह से ये पूरा इलाका भगवा। इसका कोई एक फैक्टर है कि अलग अलग फैक्टर है? कई लोग कहते हैं कि हिंदू हृदय अब वहां खुल गया है बंगाल में या जाग गया है, क्या सही है ये सब?
मैं खुद मेदिनीपुर से खड़गपुर सदर से लड़ रहा हूँ
जी,
ये हमेशा जीतते हैं हम लोग, वहाँ मार्जिन बढ़ाएंगे। झाड़ग्राम मेरा जिला है
जी,
वहाँ 4 सीट है, चारों में लीड है। और मेदिनीपुर के पश्चिम मेदिनीपुर जो है, घाटा लोकसभा, झाड़ग्राम और मेदिनीपुर लोकसभा है जी। इसमें पिछले बार केवल 2 ही सीट था हमारा जी, इस बार इसका बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट होगा और पहले से ही रुझान आपको दिख रहा है
जी। अभी आप पिछली बार से 15 सीटें ज्यादा है मेदिनीपुर में आपकी। हाँ, तो ये कोलकाता की आपने बात की सर, अभी भवानीपुर लग रहा है खींच लेंगे, क्योंकि उसके आसपास का अब तृणमूल कांग्रेस के पास चला गया, ममता दीदी फिर लीड पे आ गई है वहां।
नहीं, वहां तो कांटे का टक्कर होगा, लेकिन थोड़ा भी क्यों ना वोट हो हम जीत सकते हैं, ऐसा स्थिति वहां है। बाकी कलकत्ता में हमारा एक भी सीट नहीं था, उसमें 4-5 सीट तो मिल ही जाएगा, ज्यादा भी हो सकता है।
दिलीप जी आपसे हम फिर से बात करेंगे आधे घंटे 45 मिनट में, तब तक और रुझान आ जाएंगे और हमारे को पूरा जो पिक्चर है वो क्लियरर लगेगा।
उससे पहले नलिन की सीट के लिए आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, आपकी जीत लग रही है। तो जब अगला आपसे मिलेंगे तो संदेश आपसे चाहिए, मिठाई तो खाएंगे,
आमंत्रण है रसगुल्ला खाने के लिए।
Nalin,
धन्यवाद।
Nalin has some data points. Nalin, data points. Yes.
3 or 4 quick insights. According to the election commission site, in the Trinamool Congress strongholds, 6 BJP is winning and 3 Trinamool is winning.
We've got the Trinamool Congress TMC
Number
strongholds.
2,
we've got the TMC
in Muslim areas,
BJP
is broken into 5 Muslim seats, Muslim dominated seats.
So TMC strongholds, the BJP as of now it's not 141 seats. The Trinamool Congress is still active there. It's not plotting correct. We just try and show you. Now these are there you go. So it's gone up. The BJP has gone up 72 seats in the Trinamool Congress strongholds.
2-3 other points.
Yes, 2-3 other points.
In seats where in 2024 the voter addition was higher than the victory margin, there BJP is winning 14 seats.
So SIR has helped. We're going to plot that in just 30 seconds. Viewers, I just want us to quickly at 10:30, half past the hour, viewers, let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. Here is what it says. The BJP has crossed the halfway mark in Bengal, up by 86 seats. These are big leads. It has dented the TMC. 89 the TMC down. However, viewers, I must add a caveat. These are still early rounds of counting. So these are just trends. They could change. Things could change. The Congress that had shown at one time a spike of about 4 or 5 seats, now only gaining on 1. From last time. The others might include left here, I'm not sure, we'll have to deep dive this, up by 2. So that's the big story coming out of Bengal. If these trends hold, Mamata Banerjee's history in Bengal. In Tamil Nadu, viewers, look at this. This is the rank outside of the TVK. TVK is now only short of about, viewers, 17-18 seats to make the halfway mark. Right now, if this trend holds, it's going to be a hung house, because as you can see the DMK collapsing, 97 seats down, all picked up by TVK. So
they need 20, but the ADMK is also inching
up. There is a direct transfer. ADMK also inching up. But viewers, at the end of the day, people will ask Vijay, will he want to form the government, or are we going to see 2013 repeat? Delhi, Kejriwal, where Kejriwal got about 27, 26 seats and said, well, I needed 5 more. But I'm not going to tie up with either the BJP or the Congress, that there be a repoll. And then, of course, viewers, he came back. 1 second, sir. 1 second. I just want to very quickly put out these numbers so that at 10:30 people get a full view of what is happening. I'll come for the commentary. In Kerala, viewers, here it is, the UDF. The UDF, there's a change of guard, history, playing historically. It could have been very good numbers for the LDF. They could have come back for a third term, but that didn't happen. So we are back now to alternate governments, but the LDF in crisis. The left viewers, the communists will not have a government in the country since the 70s.
The NDA, story for the NDA,
Story
4
for the
seats,
NDA,
plus 4.
4
They're
seats
broken
plus.
into the accounts for the first time.
Yes, that's
it's
big.
big.
That's a good one. That's a good one from Anand. Anand always brings up the smart points here. Assam, 126 out of 126, all trends in, and look at this. It's a tsunami. Himanta Biswa Sarma posting.
The delimitation impact, this is the delimitation impact because the seats pinched are from the Congress and the AUDF, and these are all the Muslim dominated seats earlier, and those 24 seats that are swinging away.
Absolutely, that's the micro granular data. Shubir Bhawani,
I have the vote share,
overview.
sir.
What's
Vote
happening
share.
in Bengal?
Sir, one
Forget
line, vote
Assam.
shares.
Bengal,
Sir,
one
vote
sec.
shares.
Vote share.
Yeah.
Vote share, please
Vote
tell
share
me.
Bengal, BJP 46, TMC 40 as per ECI.
Wow.
Vote
40.
shares Tamil Nadu, DMK, ADMK both 24%.
Wow. Both are at the same vote share.
But TVK vote share is not there because it is in others.
It is in others.
Others are at 37%.
37%.
But TVK we don't know how
We
much
don't
of
know
that.
exact vote.
Assam, Congress 27, BJP 40%.
Wow.
Kerala, CPM 23%, Congress 30%.
30%. Now this story, Vijay's story, Tamil Nadu,
Can I-
if the
can I make
others
one-
it's saying
one very
37%.
interesting
If Vijay gets 31% viewers, that means he will get seat conversions. That was the metric we showed you at Numatrix, that across Tamil Nadu, if he gets more than 30% vote share, he'll start converting seats, and
Just
that's
one-
exactly what's happening. Yeah.
One quick point, the two national parties will have to think. Congress contested in 28 seats. They are currently leading in 1. The BJP contested in 27
seats.
plus 5 more on the BJP symbol.
Yeah.
And out of the 32, they are leading in 2.
2, yeah. And
Well,
those ticket
Annamalai-
distributions were abysmal. Yes, Selam Dhanidhar was saying something.
Annamalai in Tamil Nadu must be
DMK
saying
is
maybe
leading
we
one.
could have just gone alone and not bothered.
Correct.
But
Now-
then who knows?
Now, that's
Maybe
a
ADMK
conversation we'll have once the results settle, because that's a serious position that the BJP will now have to introspect.
I'm
Yeah.
curious to know the seats in which the ADMK is leading. Because, for example, ADMK is extremely strong in Western Belt, where there is Gounder 1 year consolidation. So that will give a clear picture if the
Yeah,
consolidation remains.
these are the ADMK leads. As of now, we plotted the ADMK leads. They are leading in West.
I can
Gounder.
yeah, in
They
in
are
the West,
leading
it's
in the
actually
1 year belt,
Yeah.
and they also have some seats in the Tevar belt. Beg your
West
pardon.
Delta
I think I
also.
just
No,
seem to have
actually, they
touched
are at the moment. They look like they are sweeping the Western belt.
Okay,
You know,
well, so viewers,
Gangavalli, Attur,
fundamentally,
Yerkad, Omalur,
I hope that
Mettur,
answers
Edapadi,
your question.
Sankari,
Yes, yes,
almost
Dr.
across the
Raman,
board.
just elucidate us a little more on where these leads are coming in. Dr. Raman.
Yeah. So if you look at the ADMK, they are holding at the moment their Western belt parts in and around Salem, Coimbatore, and so on. But they're also crucially doing well in areas where the DMK is traditionally strong. So, for instance, they're leading in Ariyalur, Lalgudi, which again is a DMK area. Kurinjipadi, which would be a big surprise, but then that's an early round because the DMK minister is
interestingly,
contesting
the ADMK
there.
is not losing too many seats, but it's not gaining much either. It's not gaining from the DMK. Our Numatrix very clearly said it has to gain 1 to 1.5% vote share from the DMK.
So what
if
it
it
does
gains 1.5
appear
vote
like
share, it converts to seats.
Is
Otherwise,
the
it doesn't.
50-30-20 scenario where the TVK had started hitting the DMK 50%.
Yes.
That's what's happened.
It's hit
And
the DMK 50%, but the ADMK, while holding its own ground, has not been able to pinch
hit the
1%. In the later subsequent rounds, the next 8-10 rounds, if the ADMK across some about 15 to 20 seats pinches more than 1% of the DMK vote, there will be a change in the seat allocations.
Yeah, at the moment, according to some of the local channels, ADMK Plus is leading in 82 seats. So, I mean, we really
As
will
of
have
now,
to wait and see.
ADMK plus the leads plotted here are 74. I'm just going to check and refresh. Here again, it has actually come down to 73. But what you would see is the 1 year belt
Let's see West
and
zone.
even the Gounder belt.
Let's see the Western zone.
West and towards the northwest regions, they are still plotting only 1-2 seats for the BJP out of 27. So their performance has gone down. So this addition or 1 plus 1 does not make 11. That's very clear.
what we should do in just about a minute or two, viewers, is we're going to show you on West Bengal all the big number explainers that we have put together. So we're going to show you the spectrum, we're going to show you the palette, we're going to show you a large number of very tailored dynamics that we have got into the mix.
Look
So
at
let's
that
start
number
firing
behind
them.
you. It's gone up to 166, Rahul. This is
166.
racing away.
This is
racing away.
This
So
is the vote vibe number.
Yeah,
this is our axis.
No,
our poll.
our range
Yeah,
was
our-
163.
yes.
153 was the median point. But this is, if it's running away 170, follow the market
Here
at first
is the
set.
power palette, and I would like you to now begin to tell us a little bit about this. So, Amitabh, we are talking about other seats here. What are these other seats, viewers? You must wonder. These other seats are seats where every election things have changed. So these are actually a swing seats right up till here, where things are always topsy-turvy. Now, Amitabh ji, what are we seeing here?
What are we seeing here is that these seats originally moved from left to the TMC, and then it has started to move from TMC to the BJP in this election.
To the BJP. And look at this. These are, and this is what Nalin keeps telling us, that these leads are very narrow. We have to be a bit careful about jumping to conclusions. Mamata Banerjee herself says to all her polling agents, etc., Anand, that we are going to wait till the last one.
These seats very critical, Rahul, because they will go right down to the wire. The margins will not be as exorbitant or as stretched as the last time. They will be narrower. But once somebody holds on to these leads, and if the trends go this way, the BJP may just hold on to bulk of these seats.
Build on that Anand has made. Remember, viewers, the BJP is coming from gaps of 20 to 15% in some seats.
In some seats,
yes. So if it has closed these gaps, it means, and some of them are high turnout seats. What does it tell you? Let's go back to those. I just want to show you those. Where are they? Yeah, that's it. Just keep it there for a second.
No, it's got refreshed because they added one more seat.
Okay, so that's interesting. So viewers, what I'm trying to say is that this is also where the SIR played in. So these are tight contests, and if the BJP is sneaking ahead, it's going to be difficult for things to reverse. So that could also be something that we need to. Here, BJP mild. These are seats that have swung. I mean, the BJP has won and lost
one out of 3 times.
One out of 3 times.
It is holding on to them.
And it is holding on. You can see this swath of saffron. The TMC mild. This is a big problem for the TMC.
Yeah.
These are seats that it won 1 out of 3 times, losing them quite a bit.
This is where SIR deletions could have also had a dent and an impact, and a Hindu vote consolidation would also have an impact along with the TMC.
Viewers, you can think about SIR, but these are seats that the BJP has wrested from the TMC. These are bastions. 3 elections out of 3 the TMC has won, and sometimes with margins of 25% in excess. So SIR here is not. This is a sentiment reflector.
So Rahul, to put a number on that,
yes.
there are 38 TMC stronghold seats. Out of those, BJP is winning 19 of them at the moment.
19 of them, viewers.
50-50 now.
Stronghold seats, varying degrees, and the BJP is beginning to look at this.
Well, there are celebrations that have started, Rahul.
Look at this. Yes, celebrations have also started.
Pile is live. Pile is live with the
Let's
celebration.
go across to Payal. Payal, celebrations going on. Tell us a little bit more. What's happening there on the ground?
Well, at the BJP office here in Kolkata, celebrations have just about begun. I can see one person celebrating with that Kamal food, which is grown full bloom, and of course that's a huge matter of happiness for them, for the kind of struggle that the party workers have really seen. आप मुझे बताइए ये जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं के लिए ये जो ट्रेंड दिख रहा है ये कितना इम्पोर्टेंट?
ये श्यामा प्रसाद जी के लिए इतना भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए ट्रेंड है। बंगाल का श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी हर व्यक्ति को जानना चाहिए। श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी के चरणों में प्रणाम है मेरे। श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी के जीत है, जय है। श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी के जय है।
आप दिन में सेलिब्रेशन करने का क्या प्लान है?
सेलिब्रेशन करने के लिए मेरा प्लान है, पूरा नतीजा आएगा उसके बाद सेलिब्रेशन करेंगे।
These are initial trends, Rahul. People are playing it very carefully. In fact, I was sitting a short while ago in a place where the top leaders of the BJP are sitting with the state leaders, monitoring the entire result. Jhalmudi has distribution has already begun, but like any other party, they want to be careful and see the trend before they actually come to any conclusion. But it's been a long drawn struggle for the Saffron party and a complete turnaround fortune. And there are multiple people who deserve credit for this. That is for later. But I can tell you for a matter of fact, the person who's sitting cool as a cucumber right now is Bhupender Yadav. I just met him a few minutes ago. There is no fret on his face. He's completely smiling. He's not even watching the results on TV, just waiting it out and keeping everybody under, around him also.
You're getting into Zen mode, but what's the conversation?
There is breaking news coming in, and Payal, on that point, I want to quickly exchange some views with you. The woman voter is clearly speaking, and she's speaking from a place of anger. She wants to be heard. Why? Rekha Patra and Ratna Debnath are both leading. RG Kaur, victim's mother, and on the other side, viewers, Sandesh Khali. You remember that? The women are speaking. And I want to ask those TMC women MPs today who refuse to speak up for these ladies, what will they have to say? They are the first to shoot their mouth off, viewers. They were silent when their own women, compatriots, were being violated in Bengal. Shame on them. Yes, Payal.
You know, when women decide to make the change, they make the change really happen. You've seen it election after election. Over here, a woman chief minister turns around and tells the women that don't leave your house after 7 o'clock. A shame on that kind of narrative which is coming forth as well. And women have shown the way. I've been speaking to various leaders in the party, and there was a lot of argument. Remember Rahul and Anand that she's giving Lakhi Bhandar 1,500 rupees to women. They are with them. But over here in this election, women have shown for them dignity matters the most.
As of now,
they are not going to fall prey to any money.
Payal, as of now, 35 women-dominated seats, or where there were higher women population and turnout, BJP is leading in 27 out of those. So plus 17 more that they have taken away from the Trinamool Congress this time. So there is a very strong message that's gone on ground. So yeah, they may be guarded and muted. What's happening in Kolkata? What's the sense around Bhabanipur, Rashbihari and the nearby areas? Diamond Harbour.
Suvendu Adhikari has said Mamata will be defeated in Bhabanipur. That's the sense of the BJP.
Said, so let's ask Payal. She's on ground. So what's your inside detail?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you, day before yesterday when Suvendu Adhikari was speaking, he says he knows exactly how to irritate the hell out of Mamata Banerjee. He said, I know how to Birakto karo her as well, and that trend really continues. For Mamata Banerjee, who never stepped out of her house till about 5 o'clock, was forced to be on the street.
Suvendu back in the lead. Suvendu back in the lead in Bhabanipur. Yeah, go ahead. Please complete, Payal. Yeah.
So that's the sense with which Suvendu Adhikari, remember this is the big
TVK at 100 mark, viewers. Many people big historic. Stay on with me, Payal. TVK at 100 mark.
BJP at 117 Bengal.
BJP at 117 Bengal. Viewers, this is going to be, as I told you, a decisive mandate in Bengal. I've been saying it for the last few days. Whichever way it was going to be decisive. Either the TMC way, it would have been decisive. The BJP, it would have been decisive. But Vote Vibe got it right here where it came to Bengal. Now, I just want to go straight across one second. I just want to go straight across to Shivani, who is there at the vote hub, to get a sense of how many rounds have been counted, what's exactly happening on Bhabanipur, because that's where Suvendu Adhikari is in the lead.
All right, let me get you Bhabanipur very quickly. I am tracking some of the VVIP constituencies, that we've got going on. So if we search from our Bhabanipur is here.
159.
All right. So Suvendu Adhikari is definitely leading. Let me try and get you the vote numbers here as well. We'll try and search for Bhabanipur, but can I just ask our friends here to give you a number of how many votes or rounds have happened? So there are still early rounds that are currently going on. Let's go across to our senior colleagues here who would have a better idea of how many rounds have happened. How many rounds have happened so far?
अभी तक जो सेकंड राउंड और किसी सीट्स में थर्ड राउंड भी हो चुका है.
हाँ.
बहुत सारे सीट्स में बीजेपी आगे जा चुका है. बहुत सारे सीट्स में तृणमूल भी आगे जा चुका है.
Okay, so there is only the second or the third round going on as of now. But yes, leads are consolidating. The number of votes that are now coming in from some of these states.
Big news coming through. Big breaking news. We are hearing from our sources that Prime Minister Modi will be at the BJP headquarters at 7 p.m. So the BJP thinks that they've got this election in the bag. They've got Assam in the bag. Viewers, there could be massive change in Tamil Nadu. The India bloc has been slapped across its face, unfortunately, viewers, in this election for it. And they are not going to be, they're going to be smarting. They're going to come out saying that there is a lot wrong in this election. But the fact of the matter is, viewers, some introspection will be required. The next big election is Uttar Pradesh, and that is where the Samajwadi Party will be on the block. And now, viewers, there is a big churn nationally that might also be happening in Indian politics, because the BJP looks like the dominant pole in Indian politics now. And we showed you something in the very beginning. I don't know who's going to form the government in Tamil Nadu. Even if it's the TVK, it's certainly not going to be the DMK. And if that is the case, viewers, then the India bloc is absolutely
not just decimated.
resurgent in a sense that you get about 80% or 82%?
82% of all of Bharat then comes somewhere directly or indirectly with the BJP's governance and rule and under the ambit of the NDA. But viewers, more importantly, this 171 here and the Assam tally as of now that we are showing is 126, means on both sides of the border you have strong BJP governments which can now press towards securing that border far more strongly.
Banga, Kalinga.
Yes.
Think of it.
Anga, Banga,
Banga, Kalinga and the northeast.
Correct. And there is also this story that there is a history to this. For more than 700 to 750 years, Bengal for the first time will see a totally Hindu elected government and governance that will happen as of now. Now that's a story that's going to be pushed by the BJP very strongly, that it's a Hindu consolidation of the vote that's powered them to this level.
The professor is looking worried.
I think, and still I think majority of the rounds are still to be there. I do believe that after 2 p.m. you will get some clarity.
What is making you hopeful, Professor? Where is this
I still believe that there should be turnaround after around 1 p.m. or so, and TMC should go up to 160. And that
so
was
hang on,
just
a minute now, just a minute. So
otherwise it's all about SIR.
So Professor, so you're saying
if
that these
trends are to hold, if the election is all about SR, there are 35 lakhs voters. That's it.
The BJP has BJP has breached into 79 of your strongholds.
Voters.
Okay, one minute, just a minute. I want to challenge this gentleman on his math. Professor Sahab, 35 lakh voters, you're saying. Amitabh ji, 35 lakh voters is how much percent of the overall voting population of Bengal? It is perhaps
doesn't matter.
About 0.5%.
If you look at the, he made the good calculations. Even in Kolkata, just go to the statistics.
Would it be 5%? How much
13% of the voters.
Of the voting. It's 5%. Now, viewers, what is the BJP's vote share? What is BJP's vote share?
That's exactly what BJP is getting.
You are thinking that these are only BJP voters. Make up your mind.
That's what, yeah.
And only TMC
that's what
voters.
BJP is getting. BJP is getting around 5-6% extra.
You said
TMC.
No, but you also said that.
Till now they have said that.
You also said that a large number of these are Matua votes. Now, there is also, let's also look at this. No, 1 minute. There is also an absolute number, Manojit Mandal. You have to say, after the SIR deletions, the overall voter base to whatever it came down, the absolute number of voters is 23 to 27 lakhs more than what they voted in 2021.
Yes,
so it's not just the deletion, sir. These 27 lakh additions have also perhaps not voted for you.
Yes.
That's one part. The other part, those who are part of this SIR, of the voter list have also not voted for you because the vote share gap between you and the BJP right now is 6%, sir.
Whether they have whether they have voted for TMC or not,
I want us to see.
But if they did not vote for TMC, then
now I want you to see. 1 second, Professor.
Your own strongholds. 79 of your strongholds have been breached by the BJP already. They are leading. Plus 79, they are leading in 83 of your strongholds out of 145 seats, 150 seats of your strongholds.
Could be. So let us wait.
So your strongholds are being breached. That's what I'm trying to say.
Rounds should be counted.
Gentlemen, 1 second.
Not even 50% of the 2024
Okay, Professor, 1 second. I want us to see, viewers, the palette as well as viewers, the larger reflection of the spider basically on Bengal, because we'll get a sense really of where these numbers are coming for the BJP and where they're also coming for the TMC, because that will give us a very quick assessment of this. Now the challenge for the TMC viewers, and this is just going to plot, there it is, plotting away. The challenge for the TMC is that some of its strong seats have fallen. These are bastions. It has not lost in 3 elections under Mamata Banerjee. Here you can see them all the way up till here, big breaches. And then you have the TMC mild, viewers. These are seats that it won narrowly once out of 3 terms. Those have been breached. The BJP has held on to its mild and its marginals. And the other seats, viewers, these are swing seats, are showing a lot of, look at these big chunks of BJP. Now I want you to see the other big graphic, which is the spider as we call it here.
The big stronghold, if you just stay with this. Now the strongholds come from the presidency zone.
Yeah.
The BJP has breached 36 plus in the presidency zone. Look at South. Look at this region.
So it would make up a gap of 25 to 27% in some seats. This is not SIR only.
That is Kolkata. We've not even come into Kolkata, where if you look at the Kolkata numbers, look at this. All around Bhabanipur, 159 is Bhabanipur, 158 is BJP, 160 is BJP, 154 BJP, 170.
My gosh.
This is all Kolkata, closer Kolkata region.
This is
the
not
Uttar,
SIR.
Kolkata Dakshin, then you
This
have
is not
Rajbihari,
SIR.
your Howrah,
This is anger.
Hooghly, all of that. Look at this. Howrah Hooghly also is plotting. Ji.
Two-thirds of SIR deletions came from the Hindu community.
Yeah, 2/3 of the SIR deletions came from Hindu community.
There you go. That's the anecdotal evidence.
And then he's saying it is.
But let's show the spider, please. Let's show the spider.
Sir, right
How
now
many
Indians are
viewers-
not voting for TMC. Consolidation, counter consolidation, 10% is happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I've been quiet for a long time and you have missed me.
Yes, we have.
Let me say, these are early rounds, but morning shows the day. So the trends are definitely worrying for TMC. Let's face it. Number two, if SIR had not happened, it would be all about anti-incumbency. Do you realize this?
Yes.
Mamata Banerjee would be putting a defensive bat like Sunil Gavaskar and defending her fortress. SIR gave her something to talk about, to turn it round, Bengal versus Delhi and all that
More
stuff.
like Jeffrey
Without SIR, Mamata Banerjee would be purely fighting a defensive
No,
battle.
sir. Without SIR,
which means
Mamata Banerjee would have
the
still
tally
held
would have
on
been
to
much
those
lower.
chappa votes, 57 lakh of those votes which
Very
were
good
deleted,
point.
which were wrong.
Very
Those
good
votes
point.
should not have been part of the voter list.
So-
Wonder how many elections she has won because of those votes which are not supposed to be polled at all.
You are saying
So-
35 lakhs have applied for their, re-entry. Are they fake voters? 35 lakhs. I'm taking 35 lakhs.
Are you saying all those
Not applied.
35 lakh voters are Trinamool Congress voters? Are you saying all those 35 lakh voters are Trinamool Congress? Are you saying all those 35 lakh voters are genuine voters? How many numbers, sir? 1492. 1492 out of a total base of 6.8 crore. That's the error margin that's been okayed by the.
Anand, lot
I
of
am
these
asking
fake
you,
voters
sir,
ran away.
27
Those
lakh
who
voters
appealed are
additional
not
have
fake
voted
voters.
this time.
They
They also have not
They're
voted for the
But they're
Trinamool.
not all TMC voters either.
No,
Let's
a
not be
lot of fake
ludicrous.
voters, they ran back to Bangladesh.
Okay,
after
once,
the
no,
SIR
come on,
started.
come on.
Correct. So
But
that
those who
cleanup
have
was
appealed
required.
are not fake voters.
But
Yes.
Suvendu,
Yes.
please understand, despite her rabble rousing and doing everything about SIR, the voter has seen
Yes.
past
No,
that.
there is a problem.
The voter has seen past
Okay,
that.
one second.
I am only saying that without SIR, she would not have an issue to fight.
Okay, one second.
It would be just defensive.
That's right. She would be defensive. She would be like Jeffrey Boycott, not even Sunil Gavaskar. Let me just very quickly show you, viewers, this very important victory vector. This is, viewers, where basically the seats are coming from for everybody. So here they are in the Muslim, there are about 71 Muslim majority seats or influential seats where the Muslim population is above 30
more than 50% also we plotted,
they're
but that is
also,
more than
of course,
30%.
More than 30%. So here, viewers, you have a situation where the TMC and the BJP has picked up seats here. It's
in
showing
fact,
leads on
even in
21.
greater than 50%, Rahul, they have picked up 8 seats. BJP has picked up 8 seats.
So what
plus
does
8
this
seats.
explain? This explains, viewers, and these were some of the seats where the turnout was also
When I
high.
say leads.
What does this? What does this explain, viewers? These leads explain that there's been a counter-Hindu consolidation, which is what is running through this election. This is a thread. The urban seats. This is the BJP today is actually the party of urban aspiration. It is in these 60 seats.
Plus
the
30.
TMC, it is plus 30. It's got 41 leads there.
Plus 30.
You were doing.
Leftist. I am not leftist, but I am a supporter of Buddhadev Bhattacharya because he tried to bring industry to Bengal.
Yes.
He said, do it now.
Do it now.
I am a supporter of Buddhadev Bhattacharya.
Absolutely.
Not Jyoti Basu.
You're right.
You are
So
you're supporter of bringing back industrialization
Of course.
and the
अरे
Shilpo
हमारा
back.
बच्चा लोग के लिए कुछ तो रख के
Done.
जाना है.
Good point.
Done.
Good point.
Abhi-
The
Abhijit
Gurkha has
Majumdar-
spoken, viewers.
Agree,
Now,
disagree.
129. And the Gurkha always
Phase
speaks
2.
straight. 129 phase
Sorry,
2,
I raised
viewers.
my voice because otherwise.
Good,
you
good.
don't
No, sir,
give
this
me
is
a chance.
democracy. Everyone must raise
So I
their
have
voice
to
to
be
be heard.
classical Bengali. Raise the
Please,
voice.
please. No, go. Be classical, sir. Be neoclassical. The neoclassical Bengali is sitting next to you on your left.
Neoclassical sitting next to you.
Neoclassical. Okay, 1 second. Phase 2, viewers. 129 seats. Yes, Anand.
53. Phase 2 plus 53,
There
Rahul.
you go.
Plus 53.
That's putting the
And
number of
here,
leads at 70 for the BJP.
At New Matrix, we had very clearly said that the BJP has to gain 50 seats at least. When we were working this, at least 50 seats to get into contention, to get to that number, and they have They are plus 53 in terms of leads in phase 2, and that's a big dent that they've
Can we
made
now go
in
to
a
the-
place where they never thought they could get votes.
Absolutely. I mean, that tells you, viewers, that this is the
aspirational
classes. This is Shubhir Bhaumik's class that is speaking today in Bengal. Perhaps even the Bhadralok are speaking in Bengal.
No, it is not me. It
Not
is
you.
people like
Go
my
back.
daughter.
Go back
to
to
go
the-
to Bangalore to get
go
a
back
job.
to the- go
You
back
can't
to
get
the
a
verdict.
proper job in Calcutta.
Yes,
They are
precisely.
You can get it out of him who he's voted for.
No,
Not
no.
so easily.
Mathua-
But yeah, Mathua factor again.
I would
47
maybe still vote
plus
for
15
my
seats,
vote
Rahul.
will be
Mathua
weaker.
plus 15 seats.
I
Plus
could not
15
get a
seats
chance,
is the
I was
Mathua. So the Mathua vote is also not gone away from the BJP.
TMC is
It's
down.
actually moved towards.
And Mamata Banerjee said that the Matwas will come out and punish the election commission driven BJP for depriving them of their votes. Guess what has happened, viewers?
So they have been given the CAA assurance.
47 leads. TMC is
Plus
29.
15. They're up
Gain of
15. The BJP is up 15 from the last time around.
Rural seats.
So-
Rural seats, viewers, 89. 89 leads for the BJP, the TMC at 63. There's a huge
Rural
gap between them.
Rural Bengal is
156.
plus 53 seats, Rahul.
Plus
53 seats, viewers. Rural Bengal in favor of the BJP.
You know why?
And this is the shift. Look at this.
Anand-
This area. And also it crosses phase 1 and phase 2.
And you know why, viewers? I'll tell you why. Abhijit, you know why? Because of cut money.
Yes.
It's the poorest of the poor who are not getting
Syndicate
their
and
welfare.
cut money.
People are coming up to them and saying, we'll give you what you want, we'll give you what you deserve, but you have to pay us. Is this right?
Yeah. See, Rahul, for BJP, Bengal used to be an anomaly. Usually, BJP we have seen in other states, in urban areas it does very well. In Bengal, it used to do very well in the rural areas and underperform in the urban areas. Presidency was just a trickle last time.
Yeah.
But this time it's breaching cut money, etc., etc. But I still, when I speaking to a lot of people there, I get the feeling that women's security has been a huge emotive issue.
Okay.
It's been an
Women's
emotive
security.
issue
Let's
that
have a
has
look.
breached Lokhir Bhandar and other
And who is,
things,
who
I feel.
viewers, who had got it right almost to the last seat, phase 1, 110, Amit Shah said, we'll get about 110 seats out of
105 पे आके वो
152.
रुकेगा sir phase 1.
That's 104 already. That's 104 already for the
Another
BJP.
thing,
Let's
SC
have a
reserved
look.
seats.
Yes.
Now, if you look at the SC reserved seats, again the BJP has gained 8 seats from the last time around out of 66, and it's pinched those 8 straight away from the Trinamool. Even in the tribal region, just quickly go back to the tribal region and look at the ST reserved seats. Among the tribals also, the ST reserved seats also, the BJP has taken the 9 seats as the Trinamool had the last time around, taken away all. So it's swept the tribal belt. It's actually swept this entire tribal belt that borders Jharkhand, Odisha, and and also up towards the north in phase 1. So they've swept the tribal belt. Quickly just showing you in terms of the presidency zone, SIR deletions. Let's look at the SIR deletions, how the BJP has performed. Areas which are impacted by SIR deletions, 13 seats. 13 seats that have been impacted by SIR deletions, and they have gone additionally towards the BJP in terms of the leads. So quite significant.
Now, Professor,
Charu Pragya is with
we've
us,
given you entire, this is the fingerprinting of the election result on every area, whether it is dented by SIR or not. Mamata Banerjee is feeling a blowback. These are angry voters.
15 years of anti-incumbency has to be there. I mean, without any shade of doubt.
Why?
But my point is very simple.
Mamata
It
model.
was-
One
if
second,
you-
let me ask you. You have been constantly raging on national TV that the Modi model is insensitive model, divisive model. It creates rancor. It elicitates all sorts of base instincts. But these are sophisticated urban Bengali voters voting for the BJP. How can they be voting for Thug party, as you've said?
It is a model that is divisive. It is proven beyond reasonable doubt.
So are you saying,
again, I'll raise
are
the
you
question
saying
about
that
how
the
many,
genteel,
how many minorities were given tickets for
are you saying
Bengal
that the
Assembly election?
genteel intellectual
This is the filter
So
that
it
he
is
wanted.
there.
in Bengal?
The filter that he
if
wanted,
it
border
wins at the end of
regions.
the day, that's beside
Look at the
point.
border regions. Border regions.
But it is there, very much.
Important
Now, let's look
This
at.
reminds me of Jyoti Vasu. What he said, in 97, I am backing
They
Sheikh
thrive on
Hasina.
polarization.
I am backing Sheikh Hasina. Jyoti Babu told me in 97. I am backing Sheikh Hasina. You know why? Otherwise, They will come there. They meaning Jamaat Islamic. He showed me the beard.
See, now this
and
is.
if they come there, ওরা ওখানে চলে আসবে, এরা এখানে চলে আসবে. Means if I don't back Sheikh Hasina and Sheikh Hasina does not remain in power, the beards meaning Muslim fundamentalists will come there. If they come there, ওরা ওখানে চলে আসবে, তো এরা এখানে চলে আসবে.
The Hindus will have to flee. Now,
well, look,
there was in the recently conducted elections, concluded elections in Bangladesh, the Jamaat actually won all these seats along the border.
True.
And this was a story in itself because everybody got worried. Now look what's happened. There is a consolidation, counter consolidation that's being witnessed because there are 9 seats additionally that have gone to the BJP from the Trinamool.
Can I make a small
they've gone up
point
to
here?
25 seats here.
On these seats, viewers, a large number of seats saw lesser turnout, net, than the state average. So even though there was lesser turnout, it appears that the BJP has snatched.
But that lesser turnout was not that it was an 8-10% lesser turnout, 1-2% over than the state average, so it was not that. Plus this region also saw a lot of deletions. Plus this SIR bogey, the SIR aspect has made forced a lot of people to also turn, quietly go back to where they came from. That's also has happened.
Let's now just change the conversation because the other big historic election that is plotting, viewers, is look at this. TVK is very, very few seats now short of an absolute simple majority of its own. Simple majority rather, viewers. 217, 218 is what it needs. It's about 8-9 seats.
No, 117 they need. Halfway mark is 117. 234 is the strength.
11 short of that halfway mark, which would give them a simple majority. That would be an absolute.
They seem to have pulled the entire vote from the DMK.
I want to bring in Vivek Narayan on that point. Vivek, coming across to you, did you see this happening on the ground? Number one. Number two, if you did, where do you think it went wrong for the DMK? Mr. Dharanidharan is here. He doesn't seem to accept the fact that there was anti-incumbency substantially. He's putting it down to something very different. What's your take?
No, I never said anything like that, no.
Well, a post-facto analysis of whether there was any anti-incumbency is immaterial now because this Vijay Yatra is something that 99% of pundits, me included, a journalist who travel some bit, could not gauge that this could be this big a tsunami. I mean, yes, there was an undercurrent, there was an anger with the existing system, but it would manifest with this strength that he would cross 100 is unforeseen. It's a historic mandate, Rahul. I mean, even looking at details of caste, of freebies, nothing seems to have worked for people who gave an 8,000 rupee chit, people giving cash in the hands of people. Well, the cash seems to have been taken, as doctor said in the morning. The vitamin M was taken, but the vote went for Vijay. So that very clearly is what we are hearing. And the thing is, Vijay would get 20% vote was a general feeling.
Yeah.
We also said that the minute it is over 26, it could go anywhere. Now he seems to be getting 36% of the votes. And that is mostly from DMK.
Yeah.
Yes, AIDMK has done not so bad if you ask me. From previous 66, they have gone to 77.
77. They're actually +2, Vivek. But Anand here, just quickly wanted to ask you, where is this vote for Vijay coming from? Is this a new dynamic that's happening, or could this change because it's still too many early rounds? What's your understanding? By round 9, round 10, could things change?
New voters decline.
Vivek, can you hear me? Anand here.
It is likely to go whichever ways. I mean, if you look at campaigning of Vijay, it's interesting. He only did 16 days of campaigning. So there was a very strong undercurrent, which the government misread. Through campaigns, through flex boards.
Tamil Nadu.
You cannot.
Was this pan Tamil Nadu?
Absolutely, it is pan Tamil Nadu, but would be more, as we all knew, it would be more centered around urban, semi-urban areas. But even in rural Tamil Nadu, I mean, Mulathur, if Chief Minister is trailing, that is very, very bad. It's a trend.
Yeah.
It is the rejection of an existing system, whether it be West Bengal, whether it be Dharmadam, Kannur district.
Yeah.
The CPM leader, the stalwart, has fallen. I mean, he's trailing. If that is happening, and if MK Stalin is trailing, it just tells you that let's not get ahead of ourselves. Respect the mandate of the people. They may not tell you whom they are voting for. They may be taking the monies. But if Pinarayi Vijayan is following, if MK Stalin is following, it tells you a story.
No, but how is it that the DMK could not read this on ground, or nobody read this on ground, is something that everybody is asking. The other thing is, who is the person who's orchestrated this? Is it because that Vijay has been in the scenario since 2021, quietly using his fan base, his mandram, his group? He skipped 2024. Was he consolidating quietly on ground, which nobody read? Or is this just that they don't want any of the DMK, ADMK anymore? It's a Punjab-like situation where the AAP wins everything that it takes, wherever it contests.
Exactly. That's what I said earlier also, Anand. It's just that there is a beacon. There is a ray of hope coming from Vijay. A couple of people whom I spoke with were telling me even today morning that Vijay will win. Why? Because he will make sure that that alcohol is not sold. The TASMAC shops are now more open. They have also said this ganja menace, this drug menace that is in and around urban, semi-urban areas around Chennai's beaches. Well, that will all go when Vijay comes. Vijay never said that he's going to shut down alcohol shops. He never said that he's going to stop this. But there is, as I said, there is a hope. There is a rejection of the so-called Dravidian model. Which existed till now. That is a paradigm shift.
Because many would say that Vijay has largely idolized or taken a leaf from the Dravidian model and just perhaps repackaged it. That's what many would say. But yeah, there is an alternative vote to ADMK plus and DMK plus that stands out. Quick question on Keralam. We'll go to Rohini, who's outside Vijay's residence, in just a bit. Keralam, again a shocker. They have done, the UDF seems to be doing an LDF number on them again, giving it back to them. The last election, it was the LDF that won and took 90 odd seats. Again, now UDF leading on 95.
Well, not too much of a shock in Kerala, but yes, unexpected, especially for Pinarayi Vijayan. I mean, he had become so tall, so big. Indirectly, I would say it's a blessing for the Communist Party. If one more time Pinarayi Vijayan would come, CPM would have been completely cleaned. And now, let me tell you, one thing that we all have missed in this entire context is now it's a communist Mukta Bharat. There is no Communist Party existing anywhere in India. This was not true. There was always a Tripura, there was always a West Bengal, there was always a Kerala. So now, don't see an ideology existing at all.
No. That is something everybody will contest. They will say political party is not there, but the movement is still around. So that will be the argument that the left may be politically dead and also Naxali dead, but they are still there as far as a movement is concerned, as an overall movement is concerned. Rohini joining us from Vijay's residence. What's the mood there, Rohini?
Well, right now I'm outside the TVK party office and there is still a lot of supporters that need to come. But those who have been coming in, the only thing they've been doing is basically speaking to the media and saying that they are with Vijay. It's very important, especially because we don't go by this calm, what we're seeing the calmness here, because right now you're going to expect droves and droves of the TVK followers to come in. See, it is important to understand. I remember this when I had spoken to Rahul after I came back from my trip across Tamil Nadu, that many of them said expect a Balen Shah kind of Gen Z kind of revolution in Tamil Nadu. And well, this is what possibly the numbers are also showing right now. And it's quite interesting as well, because we've seen now what he has promised to people in terms of education, in terms of security for women, in terms of how children will be also taken care of. You know, he connected not just with women,
but was his
not
Gen
just
Z
with the youth, but he also used and spoke to children.
Was his Gen Z base so big?
Somebody who's come from Malaysia, all the way from Malaysia to come here because he loves Vijay. So you were not able to vote for him, but you're here all the way because of your love for him.
Well, a very quick point, one second, a very quick point that we should introduce here. Look, we can talk about anti-incumbency in Tamil Nadu and this, that, the other, but just look at this. This is an epical moment in Tamil Nadu, viewers. This is a person who has come from absolutely nowhere, no political run-up, no organization, nothing, viewers. For a very long time, for a very, very long time. No, one second, please. You know, we can be dismissive of all of this, but this man has completely reordered Indian politics at one level. Forget just Tamil Nadu, because there will be so many startups that will emerge from here. There will be other people who want to challenge the status quo, and it becomes more incumbent upon parties in power, especially the NDA, etc., to really put their ears very close to the ground. And on that point, I want to bring in Mr. Chetan Bhagat on this. Vijay coming in, whether he ends up 2 short or 3 over, this is remarkable.
Yeah.
This is absolutely path breaking. The last this happened was NTR, came nothing from nowhere, swept a state, established a movement, led it, and then passed on the crown. This is completely unprecedented.
And it's a place where, like, the BJP has been trying, for example, like with Annamalai, they really tried, but here comes a guy seemingly out of nowhere. Until like a few days back, like even on the exit polls day, only one, I think, agency said it. It's just unbelievable what has happened.
Yeah.
And I think this also shows that there is place for change in this country still. It's not like, oh, you know, now the BJP has all the unfair advantage, nobody can win. Then why did this happen? And why did BJP not win?
I mean,
so
this
much
is history. I mean,
did Annamalai lack resources? I mean, he had the whole national government behind him.
Yes, sir.
No, I think it's not about resources. It is about saying, no, we don't believe the existing institutions establishment. And I think if you have to speak, it also has to do with AI coming in, people in IT losing jobs, or people out of engineering not finding job. I think that helped.
But why Vijay?
But there are also a large number of
establishment. No, so
yes.
So somebody tapped into that anger, that underlying anger, and also appealed to them. But is the Gen Z so big? Is the Gen Z movement in Tamil Nadu so big that this could be an election defined by the Gen Z thought process?
Tamil Nadu has the highest internet penetration in the country. 95%.
Just one second. You know, just one second. One by one, please. Yes, I just want to ask you, Dr. Raman. Let's, forget the math for a moment. Let's look at the monumentality of this. Let's bring back that graphic. That's very interesting. Now, I want to ask you this. You have a point of break here. Yes, you might say that Tamil Nadu, GSDP, etc., strong. But on large number of indicators, it's not doing so well. If you really scratch under the surface, this is also a rejection perhaps of that tired dynastism. What is it?
Yeah, but I think there are two things here. One, 99.9% of us didn't see it coming, me included. We did think that Vijay would get votes, would get 20% vote share, but certainly not going to win significant number of seats. Now, second part is, if this trend holds and the Chief Minister is trailing, Chief Minister's son is trailing, Deputy Chief Minister, and a whole lot of ministers are trailing to complete political novices, people who probably, some of them who entered politics for the first time a few weeks ago. So this is a complete shocker. I mean, there is no comparison that you, I know people bring in AAP and all that. AAP is not, AAP fought in 2017,
just allow me to, so Sumant Smita, just give me 30 seconds. 2024, when Annamalai went down on the ground and when he said that the BJP will mount a campaign on its own, he put in the hard yards for more than nine and a half months to a year, part of the Padyatra and all that. That was the seeding, sir. And at that time, there were people who flew down from the US, from Singapore, from London, from different parts of the world to try and back a campaign which said there will be an alternative to the current parties. That's what the thought process was. What Vijay has done, and I'm telling you, people very close to Vijay have come out and said they were influenced by Annamalai and he got confident. He didn't get into 2024. It was what Annamalai and the BJP achieved on their own in 2024 that actually gave him the confidence that he can mount this on his own. And that's what happened. The idea whose time has come, the people were ripe to look beyond the current options for a new option, hoping that that person will come up and deliver the goods. Now, if this stays, and if Vijay is the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, he will have to do 5 times better than Arvind Kejriwal, because Kejriwal has disappointed Delhi and his team has disappointed Punjab. So he can't go that way. So he's got to really take Tamil Nadu in a direction where people will be assured that moving away from 2 set combinations and parties is the right option.
So
that's the right
there is a break.
That's important.
Let's look at these talking points. There is a break in a duopoly there, the Dravidian duopoly. That's the first thing. Second, you have a situation where you have a complete political outsider coming out with what is known as a very simple message that, look, these dynasts have done you in. They are not raising the bar aspirationally. Give me a chance. Smita Prakash, 2 things. We've got to start
I
tracking this.
completely agree with you that the duopoly is smashed to a large extent. But like your reporter was saying about the Gen Z movement, Gen Z movement in India, or the moment in India, is significantly different from everybody else. It's not agitational politics that has won. It's not Aam Aadmi Party style. It is not Nepal. It's not Dhaka. It's not Bangladesh. This is completely through the ballot. It is not upsetting the apple cart to such an extent, because if you see, even though it is a post-Dravidian model, it's a nouveau Dravidian model. It's not so far from the DMK in its ideology. Closer to it, but aspirational Tamil Nadu talks about young voters. It talks about tired old ideas where you're just futile. Sanatan is malaria, Sanatan is virus. Don't want to get into it. Let's talk about bringing it as the IT hub of the country. It's already there. I'm not saying it's not there. But what I'm saying is that it's an aspirational Tamilian who does not want this baggage of that Dravidian past. It wants...
But it is also largely, Smita Prakash, personality-led.
Personality.
You see, you have a personality now around which, so people haven't really looked at...
Is he going to form the government on his own?
He might. He might.
The answer is
we
no.
don't know.
Then hang on.
Professor, hold your horses. Look at the numbers.
Interesting.
Yes.
That the ADMK has climbed within 21 seats of the TVK. So the ADMK has climbed to 80 seats. Now this is the dynamic which I want all of us to consider as we go up the rounds, viewers. Because if there is an anti-incumbency vote in Tamil Nadu, and if there is a coalition which is being led by an MBC leader very strongly, you cannot discount the ADMK to be there. Why? Another reason, Vijay did not attack the ADMK. ADMK did not attack Vijay. We may have a situation where the two of them may be very close to the post, but neither of them will get past it and it could get a little hung. And that's the scenario where right now we got the update that Vijay is talking to all the candidates. All the
celebrations. Look at the celebrations in Vijay's home. Let's play out these visuals.
The question is that, is he going
to... 1 minute, let's cut to these visuals full frame. These are pictures that we are getting from Vijay's home. Inside his home. Let's open these pictures. Let's open these pictures. Let's show the viewer these pictures. These are big pictures coming in. This is Vijay's house. This is Vijay's father's ex-post. Let's put that out. I just want to go up to the wall. These are his immediate family members. This is joy. This is joy, viewers. This is unabashed joy. This is Vijay's father. He's coming right out there. This is the scene. This is completely unprecedented. Absolutely unprecedented.
No, but I think there's one more point which I wanted to add. So if you look in 24, ADMK got 24%. BJP led alliance had 18%. And we got about 47%. So our 47% got to 24%, 23%.
Yeah.
But BJP alliance is 18%, which is not basically for BJP, but basically for no for ADMK and DMK.
Correct.
That has also completely gone to TVK, and there's no vote transfer from that anomaly.
No, that's okay. What I'm trying to tell you is 18% was a case to show that there is a 18 to 20% vote share which does not want to vote for the ADMK or the DMK. Now Vijay has worked that. He's not only tapped into that, he's also tapped into the DMK sentiment and said, okay, I'm going to pull away from the DMK also. He's the first one to go after Stalin and call him uncle also. He was the one who said, I'm ready to take you on politically because I think you're old and I'm new. I'm the next option. See, he was doing it smartly. Yeah.
So the more interestingly also, apart from money, caste equation has not worked. He has not given any consideration to caste equation. No grassroots mobilization whatsoever. So constituencies, which for example in Salem, which were reserved for 1 year, he gave it to a minority, not the Govt, for example. And where suppose a Govt should contest, he gave it to a Pilaiman. Or where supposed to be, for example, a constituency where Muslim has never contested, he has given a Muslim and Muslim is winning. In a primary Muslim constituency, he has given a Brahmana seat. So it's completely, nothing has worked.
No. What he's done is he's turned everything on their table.
There was a degree of arrogance going into this election, sir, from your side. Please,
no, I'm being fair here. I'm just making an observation here. Why are you calling me to be arrogant now?
No, he's not calling you. He's saying that the DMK approached this election from a position of arrogance to say,
nobody thought he's going to happen.
That's what.
Nobody thought. There were people saying on the exit poll day, they said play this reel that day. he is not even going to win his own seat. There were people saying.
Correct.
I think one of the things that the DMK missed doing or didn't do was to take honest criticism. They felt that anybody who criticized that party was either a Sanghi. The labeling would be called a Sanghi immediately. So that was one. But I mean, also they controlled the media in Tamil Nadu. So the point was, everyone said DMK will win. You had 6 exit polls which said DMK will win. So they got carried away by
CNN News 18 did not say DMK will win.
Yeah.
We believe
not
and
today,
the
March 30th.
and
March
nor
30th.
did we say that Vijay will not get any traction. Vijay was credited with about 18 to 20% vote share.
This much of seats for DMK.
No, but this no one. See,
in fact,
not DMK.
No exit poll.
Slowly there is some correction which will happen as the rounds will go
predicted
up.
that they will be
And
absolutely
somewhere
out of
one
contention.
believes that the TVK will
I
be
think
around
that is
100,
the important
105
thing.
seats in this current
Anand,
scenario. And DMK may get stronger.
5 or 6 polls predicted that the AIA-DMK will be out of contention. Some said, Pradeep Gupta even said 22, 23 seats. Conversely, not a single poll, opinion poll or exit poll, said DMK would be in third place. Not one.
Nobody said DMK would be in third place. Nobody said that, but they, I agree.
But on March 30th, when we did the second opinion poll tracker, we had said that DMK is not going to form the government. And you are aware of the controversy and the toolkits which
there was a
behind
huge,
us.
See, there was
Correct. That is number one.
Correct.
Number two, we always said that there is huge anti-incumbency. Who will take benefit of this anti-incumbency is. We thought that it is likely to be AIA-DMK which will take the benefit.
I think what C. Joseph Vijay has done as a leader, one, he has done the groundwork because he's been at it with his fan club and his grouping, trying to figure out the groundwork, lay the groundwork quietly via the fan club since 2021. He's been doing it for a while. He stepped away from 2024 because the timing was not right. Now, despite being thwarted so much, I think the people have turned around and said, how much are you going to bottle up a person? How much are you going to wring it out into a person, and how much are you going to stop a person from growing? Let me just go ahead and do. And then, like Selam Dharmidharan has observed, he's thrown away the dynamic. He said, vote for me if you believe in me. How does it matter what the caste of the candidate, the religion of the candidate, or the background of the candidate is? Break those lines and come out and vote. And somewhere that if that's happened, Chetan, it's a story in itself.
That is where I know it's not the AAP situation, but it's very similar in that way. At that time also the same thing happened. At that time also the AAP took votes from the Congress and finally ended up making government with the Congress. Here also that is a possibility which will be ridiculous at one level, and I don't think they are.
But interestingly, TVK has not pinched votes from the ADMK.
Look, let's be
and they've kept
TVK has pinched everything from the DMK.
Let's be very fair.
Pinched everything from the DMK.
Let's be very fair. Large number of people missed the Vijay factor.
Yeah, they did. But one thing behind you,
I think
the Bengal number is 184.
Yes,
That's phenomenal for the BJP.
So that is also remarkable that the BJP is really course ahead. But
Himanta is 96. Himanta is 96 in Assam.
This is where the suspense, viewers, is still really up there. Why? Because we don't know how close the TVK will get to that halfway mark. That halfway mark is now about 10 seats away from
12 seats.
12 seats away from the TVK, viewers. That means that it is within closing distance. Remember, still about 6 or 7 rounds of polling have taken place in Tamil Nadu. We're going to check a little bit with Shivani to get that exact round count. But 105 fresh mandate, literally, these 105 seats have voted for people they don't perhaps even know their names of, perhaps never even knew about them. They have voted. This is phenomenal. And on this side, viewers, is West Bengal. And look at West Bengal, viewers. History is being rewritten. You've had 25 years of left rule. You have 15 years of Mamata Raj. Whole 2 generations of people in Bengal have never seen any other alternative apart from the left and Mamata Di. And now, viewers, you have the BJP, the saffron surge. Many people will say, oh, this is random polarization, this is SIR. This is not SIR, viewers. This is a mandate for change. And that change, the crown has now fallen on the BJP's head. And you can see those numbers, viewers, 184. It's an absolute. The TMC has only 82 short seats because of Muslim vote. It is perilously close to becoming a party only supported by one community, viewers. What does this tell you? And it also is a challenge because the BJP will have to also work with other communities as it gets bigger. But Anga, Banga and Kalinga, viewers, including the Northeast Assam, all now under the saffron sweep. This is a BJP that after 2024 Lok Sabha is not looking back, it is only looking forward. And Anand, the numbers are telling you a story.
Interestingly, I'm just quickly taking you to Tamil Nadu. Right now, all the seats that the TVK has won is from the DMK. So naturally, if it is hung and if it gets, they're not neither, nobody. Yeah.
They are doing extremely well in the Kongu belt as well. The TVK is leading in Coimbatore North, they are leading in Gaundapalayam, they are leading in Singanallur. All of these are hardcore ADMK seats.
But they're hardcore ADMK seats, but the last time the DMK won it. Yeah. The DMK won it the last time around. That's what I think. Mr. Jay Panda is with us. Namaste Jay Panda ji. Rahul and me here this morning doing the election coverage. First up, I think congratulations are in order for Assam and Bengal. But we would like you to, we'd like to pick your brains on what's happening in Tamil Nadu.
I'm afraid I have been entirely focused in Assam as the BJP campaign in charge here for the last 4 months. I can see that we have a tremendous response from the people in all over the country, in Bengal, even in Tamil Nadu. There's been a major turnaround in the politics there, but I'm afraid I'm really only focused on Assam now.
So the 96 that your leads that you have plus 23 from last time, very close to what the projections were, about 95 seats. How would you look at it, and how much would you credit the delimitation exercise for the same?
Well, first of all, remember that 10 years ago it used to be said that the BJP would never win Assam. We won 2 elections very comfortably and there was no issue of delimitation. Now this is the 3rd time we have won. And there is a sweeping difference. I would like to say this. This is the argument of losers. When they win, they don't have a problem with the EVM or with the election commission or with delimitation. Only when they lose, they suddenly start having a problem with all of these issues. Delimitation has been happening for decades. The rules are the same. The provisions and the parameters are the same. So that has nothing to do with it. What, on the other hand, they should be really focusing on is Prime Minister Modi has visited the Northeast and Assam 80 times as Prime Minister. Compare that with his predecessor, who actually represented Assam in the Rajya Sabha, who only came 10 times. Don't you think that has something to do with it?
Let me ask you, Mr. Panda, many people are looking at this as a natural continuity of BJP expanding into new geographies. The challenge will, of course, also be to include people that it encounters in these new geographies. Do you see that being easily achieved and bridged?
There is no issue there at all. The only challenge is that there is a committed section of narrative builders who try to portray and misrepresent the BJP in a certain manner. The reality is that if you look at the Modi government's slogan of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, I challenge anyone to point out even a single example of discrimination against any community in the lakhs of crores of rupees of government expenditure that happens across hundreds of programs, and even in Assam. You're seeing that the BJP is gaining votes, not just in Assam. Today, we have won not just a simple majority, not just a 2/3 majority, but we are winning well over a 3/4 majority, and that's because the people have decided to continue supporting the kind of changes we are bringing about. But on the question of representation, sir, whether it's Assam or even in Bengal, where there is a significant minority population, people say that the BJP hasn't opened its doors to representation from a particular community. Do you think the time has come to perhaps address that, or is that not required, or is that just empty optics? What do you make of this? I think the proof of the pudding has to go back to the end result And the end result is, again, I will reiterate, in governance, the BJP governs with equal attitude towards all citizens of India. Nobody can ever show any discrimination. Now, the question that you are asking actually begs another question, which is appeasement politics. Now, we are very clear that the results of the way we are governing is equally fair to everybody. But the alternative to that, the vision that the Congress has been spelling out, today's Congress is almost an exact copy of the Muslim League of the 1940s. And see what it did in Assam. I want to point something out. At the time of independence and partition, a section of people decided they were not Indians. They didn't want to be Indians. They broke away. They formed a separate country. And the part of society that represented 11% of Assam at that time is today 38%, and not through natural means. Through entirely unnatural means of those people who decided they were not Indian, forcing their way back across the border illegally and illegally occupying lakhs of acres of land. And that is simply not going to be acceptable anymore. The people of Assam don't accept it. And that is what is changing in Assam and Bengal and other places.
Jai Pandaji, if you look at it right now, the Muslim majority, or where the population of Muslims is greater than 50%, 30%, the Congress has actually taken 16 seats more. The BJP has lost 11 seats in terms of ground. How would you read that? Do you believe there is a story here that somewhere the Muslims have now decided they will never vote for the BJP, and is that healthy?
Well, first of all, it confirms what I just said, is that the Congress has become the current version of the 1940s Muslim League. And if you look at Assam, who are they competing with? They're not competing with the BJP or any of the other parties. They're competing with the AIUDF, which is an unabashedly Muslim party. Now, but I don't agree with you that any section of the society has made up their mind not to vote for the BJP. I was just saying this a little bit earlier. We couldn't have won in Assam if we hadn't started winning the seats directly and through alliances of many different communities, including tribals, including other minority religions. The same story in Goa. You're beginning to see the same story gradually opening its account in Kerala. So the BJP is expanding its appeal all across. And in Assam as well, there is a clear distinction between people who have lived in this country for hundreds of years, irrespective of being of any faith, and people who left and became citizens of another country. There are distinctions.
So Mr. Panda, let's just look at the national implication. I'm sorry, I'm just pulling you out a little bit because you have a great view and are a keen student of political theory also. I want to ask you this, because going into this election, there were 2 or 3 geographies where the BJP had been pretty much written out of the equation. One was Bengal, one is Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Now, even in Kerala, if you look at this, if you look at these numbers just behind me, in fact, may I just bring them up to you. The NDA is has got 2, and we'll have a look at the vote share also. We'll go into that vote share. You have in Tamil Nadu, of course, with the AIDMK, you still haven't really lost, though people could argue that perhaps you could have gone it alone. But it's in Bengal where, you know, you have Anga, Banga and Kalinga, all 3 lining up, including the Northeast. This is a massive shift in just the last 5 years. In fact, not even the last 5 years, in the last 2 or 3 years, of course, you've been working your way upwards. The India alliance has really caved in here. You have a reversal in Bengal, you have a reversal in Tamil Nadu, you have a reversal in Assam, obviously a complete wipeout in Assam. Nationally, how does this change the picture, sir?
Well, I see you're quite right in your description of this situation. I see Bengal and Assam in a different situation because they are border states, and they have faced the brunt of this massive illegal immigration and forced replacement theory, if you will, in the Indian context. On the other hand, what we are seeing in Kerala and Tamil Nadu and Puducherry can be seen a little bit differently. In Kerala, I think at the local elections, the BJP has started increasingly making its mark and doing well. Now, when we progress to state level and national level elections, there are different dynamics at play. In Tamil Nadu, I think the big story is the turnaround and the resentment of the people against the incumbent government is very, very clear. And whatever is the end result from what I can see from the trends, it's a complete turnaround and complete upset.
Anand is pointing out that even in Kerala,
Kerala also
leads on three, which means
your leads on 3 seats, and that's interesting. One in North Kerala, which has been a stronghold, one in central Kerala, and one in Thiruvananthapuram towards the south. So again, name them. So again, across Kerala, there is a footprint that also signals an increased vote share. But Jay Pandaji, you made a very interesting point. You have Assam on one side, Bengal on the other. How critical is it for national security that you have these two states right now? Resting Bengal, how critical was it? I have to say congratulations again, because the BJP right now, BJP plus in Assam, is just one short of 100 in terms of leads. But yes, sir, your thoughts on the larger point of view.
I think Assam and Bengal are critical to India's national security. They have been. It's been obvious to everybody, not just experts like you in the studios, but to the common citizens on the ground who in these states have been facing the brunt of this massive unnatural demographic change. But, it has taken a phenomenon like Prime Minister Modi to bring about this change, to build the confidence in the people that if they, there was a fear psychosis in Bengal, which you have seen. You've seen in the past 5 years how BJP workers were tortured and assaulted. And it took that confidence in the Prime Minister to bring this about. I think this is a very, very good augury of the way things are going to go in the future.
Yeah, request to Smita Prakash with us, Chetan Bhagat with us, Amitabh Tiwari. We've got a whole host of guests with us in the studio. Smita Prakash of ANI wanted to ask you a question, please. Yes.
Mr. Panda, both in the northeast, both in Bengal as well as in Assam, the opposition has been saying that you've played the role, you've played on identity and polarization. And you continue to do that. The BJP continue to use that as a poll strategy. So do you think that that will continue in the other elections as well because it delivers votes for you?
Look, when the Congress for decades did polarization by appeasement politics, they weren't called out as often. But I will say the following. Our policy of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is real. Again, I will reiterate, you can't find a single example of any discrimination against any community, any religion, any caste. So that's on the one side. On the other side, when, what some people have described as very harsh language in some of the leaders' speeches, in Assam, for instance, let me point out, different people may have different ways of communicating. But really, it is only the law that's being implemented. When the Chief Minister here says that child marriage will simply not be allowed, what's he saying? He's saying that this is the law and the law must be implemented. And yet, some people interpret that as against a particular community because it's more prevalent in a particular community. That's not right. When the Chief Minister here says that illegals who are not Indian, who have illegally crossed in here, are illegally occupying land, will be evicted. Some people are portraying that as somehow polarizing, as somehow divisive. It's not the case at all. It's just enforcing the law of the land. So I will say this, that we will, without fear or favor, enforce the law of the land, no matter, even if some people describe it as polarization. Our governance shows that we do not polarize.
Sir, congratulations, 101 leads, 28 plus seats from the last time around. So this is a double thumbs up for continuation of governance.
One small point, Mr. Panda, if I'm not mistaken, you really micromanaged Delhi, micromanaged Assam.
Yeah.
Two important elections there for your party. So give us a little bit of a idea about now this new startup that has appeared in Tamil Nadu, the TVK Vijay. He will be CM. There's no doubt about that. He's very short. There's Ramadas, who is leading on 6, so he's not averse to supporting. The Congress has 5, the left has 5. So you can still have the Congress. And remember, Rahul Gandhi was trying to sort of forge an equation. But Mr. Panda, all of this taken together, new startup, what are we seeing here? Give us a sense of what are we seeing here. You've managed now 2 crucial elections, brought in the numbers. Of course, it's not a lone effort, and you'll be the first to say that, but you also have a new startup in Tamil Nadu. Where's this come from? How do you assess it, sir, as a thinking man?
It is not a lone effort. I'm very fortunate to not just be the election in charge of Assam for a party which is in history the world's largest party, have the good fortune of having the world's most popular leader at campaigning for us, and a very dynamic double engine government here in Assam. All of that is very helpful. Now, I also happened to be in charge of the party for Tamil Nadu for a few months before I was reassigned to Assam. And what I observed is, I can't speak with any great expertise because I was not there for the last 5 months or so. But this new phenomenon, this new startup that you're talking about, a lot has to do with timing apart from his own individual appeal to certain sections of people. Because you've had other stars also come in. You had Captain Vijay Kant, you had Kamala Hassan, you had others try, and it didn't quite click. The last,
if I might add, you also had a new star called Annamalai who came in, and he was saying, let's go, our own way. Would you say that that is something that perhaps you might have missed a trick there, the BJP as a whole?
No, I'm not going to second guess the strategies that we have taken. All our decisions are taken with great deal of considerations for many different factors. So in hindsight, everything is 2020. Let's not look at that. Sure. But what I would say is, one of the reasons I think you've had this situation in Tamil Nadu, apart from the anti-incumbency that the incumbent government faced, is timing. Because other star entries happened at a time when the late Jayalalitha was still around, or when the late Karunanidhi was still around. And so it had to do with the question of space. So timing is a very important factor that many people don't give enough credence to.
No, absolutely. And congratulations yet again on a phenomenal performance in Assam. Jai Panda ji, wish you more strength. And Delhi aayenge to mithai khayenge aapse.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Abhijit Iyer Mitra.
Just a few quick points to me. When at around 11 o'clock, I would have said in the morning I was expecting 2:3 against the BJP.
Right.
By about 11 o'clock, I was expecting 3.5:2 for the BJP, 3.5:1.5 for the BJP, assuming that TVK at 75, 76 was BJP plus. The problem now is TVK just 5 short of a majority is no longer BJP plus. So now it is 3-2, because what has happened now is TVK would be foolish to tie up with BJP or anyone realistically unless they're much smaller. They will not be playing. Now, there are also 2 historic trends. Number 2 in Bengal remains number 2 for a very long time. Number 3 in Tamil Nadu always fades into oblivion. So now, if the ADMK were surprisingly, which was the only real combination that could have happened, TVK plus ADMK, if those 2 tie up, it is the best thing for the DMK at the moment because it allows the DMK to stay relevant. If not, they are going to go into. Sorry.
Let me first tell you, in a hung house, gentlemen, 1 second. In a hung house, 1 minute. In a hung house, the largest party will be called first, not the largest grouping. So that equation is out.
I've got a few points to make. Sorry, can I just finish my points? I have a few points to make, so let me finish all of them and then everybody can come in. Okay? Next, the Supreme Court said in Bengal, let us see the margin of the victories and then we will take a call on SIR. I want to know how that is going to play out, if any of them can answer. The Kerala victory is impressive. I wasn't expecting such a huge victory. It is impressive. My issue now is, and it's a specific question for Tehseen and possibly Sumant Raman, is that this was, the Kerala Congress is ridden with factionalism. There are at least 3 main factions. Now, this has empowered K.C. Venugopal very significantly. Does that mean it is the end of factionalism in Kerala perchance?
No, how this is not empowered KC Venugopal. This election, if it is won for the UDF, is won on VD Satishan. The story in Kerala, the story in Kerala is VD Satishan.
Is it
the story in Kerala is VD Satishan? Had they been
Decision
struggling,
will be taken in
then
Muscat probably.
this kind of a runaway victory is VD Satishan.
Look,
clearly VD Satishan.
The thing is, KC Venugopal is close to the.
No, he may be
leadership.
close to anybody.
He
If the
takes
UDF
credit for
and
a
the
lot of
Congress has
things.
won well, the credit only goes to VD Satishan, and his approval ratings were the highest, even closer to Pinarayi Vijayan. Sorry, yeah.
One very important trend.
Huh.
BJP has cracked the code of pro-incumbency. Assam, Puducherry. In all other states, the governments are suffering huge anti-incumbency, huge. BJP likely to win big if these trends hold. TVK winning in Tamil Nadu, and even the UDF winning big in Kerala.
Let's quickly, viewers, as we hit the noon mark, the high noon mark as they say, let's have a quick look at the numbers now as they stack up. We can now confidently say, viewers, this trend is not reversing despite the number of rounds still to be called. There's no doubt about this. There are still some seats which are not reporting trends at all, viewers.
They're only adding up.
But let me,
they're only
adding, let me tell you, even the Election Commission now has put the BJP beyond the halfway mark. So even that which goes very slowly and they have to look at all the officious niceties is showing that the BJP is coursing ahead. The exact granularity of the vote share across various seats we're going to look at very shortly with Amitabh. He's going to pull out the EC data to tell us how many seats perhaps are still ahead by 3 or 4%. But I've just come out to this. This is massive, viewers. This is a reordering of Indian politics. Let me tell you, the entire East now under the BJP spell, and you can call it what you want. But viewers, it is a party that is growing. It is growing shoots even in Kerala. And if they have been able to bag 2 or 3 seats and this number keeps changing, if they even do that, the vote share would definitely have climbed up. Here in Tamil Nadu, viewers, a new startup, a new personality. This has not happened in, what is it now, since MGR. J. Lalita times. We are talking about now, what, 40 years that an actor has come out of nowhere. And of course, those examples don't also hold because both MGR and J. Lalita were already in the political ecosphere. He is not. He's come from nowhere. So personality remains very important pole in Tamil Nadu politics, and it has taken this gentleman almost across the halfway mark. There's no doubt he's going to be chief minister now. In Assam, viewers, the BJP completely ascendant.
Can I just say something?
Sukanta Majumdar is here with us. You want to go across to him? Yeah, Sukanta Majumdar.
Yeah, Sukanta Majumdar ji, बधाई हो, बहुत बधाई. We'll talk Tamil Nadu in a bit. पहले बंगाल की बात करते हैं. आज खुश तो बहुत होंगे आप.
देखिए, खुश तो हम पहले से ही है क्योंकि हमें पता था कि सरकार बनने जा रही है. जिस तरीके से जनता की हमने मूड को देखा था जब परिवर्तन यात्रा भारतीय जनता पार्टी का यात्रा हुआ था और मैं यात्रा में उपस्थित था, तब से ही जनता का जो मूड हमने देखा था, उस मूड का आज एक्सप्रेशन है. तो खुश हम है, लेकिन रुझान है अभी तक. इसको नतीजे में आने दीजिए, उसके बाद और भी खुश होंगे और आपको रसगुल्ला भी खिलाएंगे.
अच्छा, रसगुल्ला नहीं, संदेश आप भेज दीजिए, वो टिक जाता, खराब नहीं होगा. इधर है पर मेरी तरफ आया नहीं है. स्टूडियो में स्मिता प्रकाश जी पहले से लेके आई थी, इंतजाम किया है. बट आपसे पूछेंगे व्हाट, ये दिशा जिस तरफ जा रही है, 180 प्लस का अभी मार्क लग रहा है. इट्स अ रनअवे विक्ट्री. सबसे बड़ा फैक्टर क्या है? कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं SIR की वजह से है. आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, SIR को वो लोग बोल रहे हैं कि SIR एक इशू है, लेकिन किस तरफ इशू है? 24 लाख dead voters, their names have been deleted from the list, voter list. So obviously, it is an advantage for BJP. It is an advantage for BJP because TMC used to cast their vote. उनका वोट TMC डाल देता था. तो आज उसके लिए लाभ हुआ है, तो वो तो सही हुआ है ना. जितना डेमोक्रेसी में इस तरीके की स्वच्छता है, जितना पारदर्शिता है, लेकिन मुझे जनता ने जो वोट किया है कि ममता बनर्जी के 15 सालों में जो एंटी इनकम्बेंसी है, वो एंटी इनकम्बेंसी इतना ज्यादा हो गया क्योंकि शिक्षा के स्तर पे नाकाम रहा सरकार। आपके इकोनॉमी के हिसाब से अगर देखिए बहुत पोर इकोनॉमी बन चुका है बंगाल। हम बोरो करके चलते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा बोरो करके चलते हैं। हमारा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं है ज्यादा हमारे बजट में। हमारे स्कूलों में टीचर भर्ती घोटाला हुआ, यूनिवर्सिटीज की हालत खराब है, यूनिवर्सिटी में पैसा देके लोगों को अपॉइंटमेंट मिल रहा है। और जिस तरीके से लॉ एंड ऑर्डर, महिलाओं के ऊपर अत्याचार, आरजी कर, संदेश खाली, एक के बाद एक घटना जिस तरीके से सामने आया, वो पूरी तरीके से दर्शाता है कि टोटल फेलियर ऑफ ममता बनर्जी एंड हर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन।
Shukantu ji, last time BJP won Nandigram but lost Bengal. This time you may be winning Bengal but losing Bhawanipur. What will happen then? मुख्यमंत्री कौन होगा?
देखिए, मुख्यमंत्री के बारे में मैं सिर्फ इतना ही बताऊंगा कि हमारी पार्टी की एक नीति है, उस नीति के अनुसार पार्टी बैठेगी, हमारे विधायक दल बैठेंगे, पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड है वो बैठेंगे, बैठकर तय करेंगे। और जहां तक भवानीपुर की बात है, आप धैर्य रखिए। भवानीपुर में लास्ट खबर तक सुवेंदु दास से जो मेरा बातचीत हुआ, वो 8000 वोटों से पीछे थे। वो सारे मुस्लिम इलाके खत्म हो चुके हैं, अभी हिंदू इलाके में घुसेंगे, बस खेल खत्म ममता बनर्जी का।
आप ये क्यों कह रहे हैं कि हिंदू का वोट बीजेपी को पड़ा है? ये क्या मुस्लिम का वोट टीएमसी को और हिंदू का वोट बीजेपी को, ये क्लियर बाइफर्केशन है क्या शुकांतु जी? क्लियर बाइफर्केशन है, पिछले वोट से ही ये बाइफर्केशन है। इस बार इसका थोड़ा उलट हुआ है, मैं आपको बताता हूँ। मुस्लिम वोट भी 100% टीएमसी के पक्ष में नहीं पड़ा। मुस्लिम भी इतने खपा है, कितने दिनों तक मतलब खराब एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, उनके ऊपर अत्याचार, मुस्लिम नेताएं आम मुस्लिम लोगों के ऊपर अत्याचार करते हैं पश्चिम बंगाल में। तृणमूल के मुस्लिम नेता है, कब तक वो सहेंगे? जहां पे कांग्रेस स्ट्रांग है, कांग्रेस को वोट किया उन्होंने। मेरे इलाके में एक बूथ में तो मैं देख के आश्चर्य हो गया, मेरे एक असेंबली में, मेरे कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी के अंदर कुर्बानपुर बोल के एक बूथ है जहाँ पे मुस्लिम मेजोरिटी बूथ है, वहां पे बीजेपी लीड कर रही है 200 वोटों से। So you are saying that this is across segments. My final question, is this going to signal the return of Bhadralok and business to Bengal?
Yes, Bhadralok, return of Bhadralok's politics and the investment and industry. So all these people, we are welcoming them. We are ready to welcome them. Please come to West Bengal. No tolabaji, no extortion, no law and order failure will happen. कड़ी हाथों से हम उसको मुकाबला करेंगे। बीजेपी के भी नेता अगर एक्सटॉर्शन में जुड़ेगा, उसके खिलाफ भी हम कार्रवाई करेंगे, हमारी सरकार कार्रवाई करेगी।
शुकांतु जी, बहुत बहुत बधाई हो, मिठाई यहाँ पे भेजिए।
धन्यवाद।
Well, look, new beginnings in Bengal, viewers. New beginnings in Bengal. Generations have come and gone, and they haven't seen a BJP government there. This is Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah's moment. Now, I just want viewers to remember what Amit Shah has said, because clearly he is going to be the person who is going to have to come out and acknowledge this great victory, because he has been the architect of it. The only person who believed, and this is what he said. And I just want to play this out.
काउंटिंग चालू होगी, 8 बजे बैलेट बॉक्स खुलना शुरू होगा, 9 बजे पहला राउंड, 10 बजे दूसरा राउंड, 1 बजे काउंटिंग समाप्त और बीबी दीदी टाटा गुड बाय।
Well, viewers, that was bluster, and I remember a large number of TMC, the Mahila Mandal, as they are called in the Sansad, all those MPs came out and they were extremely unhappy, weren't they, Smita Prakash, about this, saying there is a new coarseness to the discourse and that Amit Shah is targeting Mamata. In some sense, this is undignified. Remember, they all came out and said all of that.
No, since when did they become the flag bearers of dignity? Because they have not shown any track record of being dignified.
You didn't even let me finish my question. You preempted it. I was going to ask you this. See, Laddu has been put in my mouth. The fact is, Laddu dekhte. So the question was, there will be these people who will come out now, Smita Prakash, and say that, oh, this is the victory of the lumpenization of Indian politics. How do you respond to this?
No, I'm sorry to say this. Lumpenization is such a snobbery that they have regarding a certain section of our population. No, that won't work, It's not necessary that you're Stephanian Don Bosco crowd just because you speak in English, but you use foul language in English. That doesn't make you non-coarse. It makes you coarse. That's the language that they have been using. The other side might say ulta tang dunga, but your guys are calling the sitting home minister as a gunda. Used really foul language against the prime minister. Went to the EC's office and banged on his table and was so rude that they were asked to leave within a couple of minutes. Isn't that coarse behavior too? So both sides, you know, have crossed the Rubicon as far as I'm concerned. You know, people are watching both sides and saying, if this is the case, you fight it the way the other
Professor,
person is
less
doing
than
it.
2 years, 1 second, you're preempting me again? Everyone is preempting me. Do you know what question I want to ask you? Less than 2 years after Mamata Banerjee, Mahua Moitra, Sagrika Ghosh, so many of these elite MPs came out and said, Modi is finished. Look what has happened.
They kept in mind probably the 2024 elections, especially in Bengal.
No, that's what I'm just asking you. What happened? Modi is finished.
Still, it is. I really don't know what impact it will have nationally.
I'll tell you what happened. You know what you accused Prime Minister Modi of at that time and the BJP? Arrogance. You said that they were arrogant, they didn't see the writing on the wall, 400 par ka hawa nikal gaya. Now I'm asking you, sir. Mamata Banerjee said that she is going to get 230 seats.
Yeah, I mean, she will be saying this because she is the boss of the party, and it can happen even now. That's what the cadres are saying. Only 3 rounds of counting.
No, you wouldn't say that that's arrogance. That was arrogant speaking. That was somebody who was completely cut off from the ground. Professor, you can't change the goalpost suddenly.
On both sides
yes,
of
you
the
play great football, but you can't today nutmeg me. I have to ask you this question. You said that you said very clearly about Prime Minister Modi that he was arrogant, not in touch with the sentiment on the ground. So I'm asking you, sir, because we've had these sort of matches earlier. So I'm asking you, do you think Mamata Banerjee did not read voter sentiment, that she was perhaps surrounded by a coterie of people who
all these assessment can be done only after clear mandate from the Election Commission of
clear
India.
mandate has come, sir, now.
Even the margin, if you talk about their leads.
So the Election Commission
their
is
leads and the leads are very, very
this is a language. This is a language which I'm quite surprised that I'm hearing. No,
38%.
If I can say, you heard Shukanta Majumdar right now.
Conviction can be done only later. But fact remains that
you heard Shukanta Majumdar right now.
BJP practices a different kind
Manojit
of politics.
Mandal, you heard Shukanta Majumdar. Shukanta Majumdar is saying he just had a chat with Suvendu Adhikari. He's right now at 159 constituency, trailing by 8,000 votes. But the Muslim votes or the counting of the Muslim dominant region sectors in Bhawanipur are over. He's saying now the Hindu vote will consolidate. The other thing, sir, this what I've plotted right now is the Muslim dominated seats, more than 50% Muslim population seats where they are. Look at this, 43 seats. 3 seats have gone to the others. They have gone away from the Trinamool Congress. The Muslims are voting. BJP is leading in 9 of them.
Probably ISF
BJP is getting 9 of them, sir. 9 of them.
Leading there.
The TMC is minus 12. Minus 12. What I'm trying to say, sir.
We are talking about Murshidabad, where BJP got 1 or 2 seats in last time.
It's not just Murshidabad. It's plotted across. It's not that it's not just Murshidabad. I'm just saying it's plotted across. What I'm trying to say is this time, people, it's not even Hindu, Muslim or TMC, BJP. It's about trying to say we have had enough of you. And this, if the incumbent does not read, address, and then correct, then it's about being in denial, election denial. The same group of people who are advising the Trinamool are also advising the DMK. And look what's happened.
Look,
you played Kolkata versus Delhi, he played Tamil Nadu versus Delhi. You played Bengal versus Delhi, he played Tamil Nadu versus Delhi. Same thing, it was in denial. That's what I'm trying to say.
If these trends are going to stay, then the 2024, I think, was a surprise. You have to say this. I mean, 2 years ago, the same people voted for Mamata.
Sir,
was it the same 190 seats? So what's the difference? I can find only 1
years ago,
visible ghost.
2 years ago, you should have read the sign that, sir, in the assembly projections, the BJP had climbed to 92 seats. You had seat conversions
because was winning 190.
Sir, let's understand the logic. 4 out of 5 assembly seats, you may be losing. But the 5th assembly seat pulls a concentration of votes that outnumbers the 4 assembly seats. So you take that Lok Sabha constituency. But you lost seats there. Look at women. Women have voted against you. Women have voted against you, sir. Women have voted against you.
More numbers here on our screens, viewers. These are again leads of various individuals and their parties on your screen.
And only 4 rounds of counting have been done.
MK Stalin consistently trailing by over 5,000
Kolattur.
And Udaynidhi leading only by about 300 votes.
That
These are
also,
big
he'll also
numbers.
lose. See,
Let's have a look at that. There's also, viewers, there is also now an unassailable lead that the EC seems to be putting out. 167 leads.
This is the BJP strike rate also on the screen right now, Rahul.
BJP strike rate, that's right.
87% in Assam.
87% in Assam. Let's look at the other states and let's see their strike rate there. This is now coming to the point where, viewers, we are seeing this is Tamil Nadu. This is AIDMK 34%, but look at TVK, 50% strike rate, viewers. The DMK is struggling, 24. And Mr. Iyer Mitra says that parties at number 3 are basically out of the game, historically.
Historically, you look at it, the moment MGR split from the DMK and created the ADMK, the Congress had no chance left after that, right? So this has been the pattern throughout.
So are you saying that this is curtains for the entire
set for DMK?
If TVK does not tie up with ADMK or DMK, the DMK may very well fade.
Here is the thought. Can I just put it out here? Look at how the TVK has plotted.
The entire vote of the
TVK has plotted across. Rahul was just saying, if you look at the score, the TVK is at 110. They may need max 7 or 8 seats. The PMK and 2-3 other smaller regional parties which cover 1 or 2-3 seats. Congress, they may just break away from the DMK and come. But let me ask you this. Is this perhaps the right signal for the BJP to go back to their 2024 template and say we'll fight alone? We will now move to an alternative counter narrative, not ally with the TVK. We will be the alternative, and Annamalai gets his way back into the BJP. Is this a message from the BJP saying we don't want you going together with the ADMK? Yeah, more shots.
Let's listen to them. Fresh shots. What's going on there? The whistle.
Whistle podu.
Whistle podu.
Whistle podu.
Whistle kunji.
Wonderful. Let me tell you, viewers, on that point, 24%.
Anil.
We say Anilu.
Anil, okay.
Anil is the squirrel, yeah.
24% viewers of the votes have been counted in Tamil Nadu. In West Bengal, 13% still. Assam, 30%. And Kerala 47%. So Kerala efficient.
It's
going through.
Yeah, it's very sweet. And the family is so happy about this, and you know his father very sweetly blowing the whistle and then closing his ears. I think somewhere this is a sentiment a lot of people are expressing, that they wanted an alternative which should continue to be Tamil.
Family of Vijay, if you focus on supporters of Vijay.
Families, we just got the video. We've just got the video. The families, the family also went through a lot of tough times. The DMK didn't make it easy when they tried to raise up personal issues around the campaign and all that.
A word of caution before writing off DMK or ADMK. Both are extremely strong cadre-based parties, and I think the difficult part of the work for TVK actually starts now, because they've made, they've raised hope sky high, and nobody really knows even what they stand for, and how is their delivery going to be is going to be a huge challenge.
That is exactly my point, Sumantraman. My point is that because TVK is going to be raw, they have to start from the ground up. Life's not going to be easy. DMK, ADMK, two entrenched parties will have to recalibrate. Is this a right opportunity for the BJP to realize that ADMK plus BJP did not translate? It did not exponentially become a 60% market share, vote share.
That's how the numbers are actually looking. Now look at that broad swath. Let's just pull that out. Yes, there you can see it. Look at this. This is the huge, big change that has taken place. That's the TVK viewers almost getting to that halfway mark. Earlier, of course, it used to be the DMK, and you can see the smaller hemisphere inside was 2021, and now look at the new wave. And
the DMK had 159 the last time around. They are down 55, so they are minus 104 seats already. The ADMK did not do well. They were 75. They are minus 7 right now. But the TVK has even breached into the Congo belt. So the TVK has split castes. It's thrown open the dynamic. I'm just saying, is this the right time for the BJP to say, let's go it alone, let's be the other counter to the TVK and then build that work?
No, for BJP, I was just I already told you in 24 they got 18.5%. That was not BJP the ideology. That is the third front, non-DMK, DMK front. But that has now completely evaporated. So ADMK's vote bank Gaunda 1 year has remained. Some of vote bank has gone to Vijay. So then what happens to, where does BJP stand now? I don't think BJP stands anywhere. I'm not.
Yeah. Let him complete. Let him complete.
I don't think there's chance for BJP anymore, because it is going to be one of the two Dravidian parties after this versus Vijay. But where is BJP stand here? I don't see where BJP stands.
Just one. Just add to this. See, the thing was, the time to go it alone, jab akla chalo re, you have to keep at it. You can't do going alone in staccato like this. There was a vacuum at that time for a third party going it alone. Now that third party has been filled in by Vijay.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
34%
it has been filled in by Vijay. Now
34%.
That vacuum isn't left.
This
so it was a huge tactical mistake to not keep at that.
My dear friend, sir, this is the first time that you have a single party.
Yes.
In 6 decades, is it? In 6 decades that you have, Anand, in 6 decades that you have a single party sweeping out the coalitions in Tamil Nadu. Look at that vote share, 34%.
Yeah, so we've always said in numerics that if he touches 35%, then he gets majority.
I have another perspective. See, the simple point is at numerics also we had very clearly put out that the moment Vijay gets over 31% vote share across Tamil Nadu, and that's what I was coming to, that this 34% vote share is across Tamil Nadu, and that's why he's getting the seat share gains like he is. In fact, if he gets up to 34% vote share across the state, then he should actually get 145 seats. That's our projection. If he pinches from both the DMK and ADMK, right now it's not a 50-30-20. It seems to be that he's pulling everything from the DMK, and that's why his seat conversions are lower. So if they want to pull more votes from the DMK or more pusher, then this seat count will actually go up further. That's what will happen.
Also in urban.
I mean, Anand,
rural, sorry. He is hurting. Sorry.
Yeah. Just one thing. Whether this is possible or not, ADMK minus BJP goes with TVK. Is there any possibility of this kind? ADMK minus BJP goes with TVK.
See, I'll tell you what, post-poll, I'll tell you one more thing. It is very clear that these are pre-poll alliances, but the ADMK, had it been a single largest party, it would have formed government on its own. But the ADMK right now doesn't need to actually go. It doesn't gain because the TVK will not yield ground. The TVK will break alliances within the DMK and also ADMK, the smaller parties. See, this is 13 parties here, there are 14 parties here. They will be able to make it. They will be able to make it. See, look at the ADMK. In the ADMK breakup, if you were to see, PMK has 6.
Hang on, if Congress
see, PMK has 6.
At the nationally, there will be different kind of impact.
No, it's very transactional. It doesn't matter who they are with.
No, there is no. This is no. There is no. There is no. There is no. There is no. Bondage or bind. It's not binding on any of these allies to stick around. So PMK is 6. Okay. PMK is 6, and then you will have the DMK here. The DMK plus also has Congress, which is 6, CPI has 3, VCK has 2, DMDK 1, CPM, any one of them can decide that we will back you. We don't want anything, we'll back you. Give us some mayoral positions or some other, this one, we don't even have ministerial berths. He will get those numbers.
The CPI actually making a difference in Tamil Nadu.
He needs only 20. He needs only 20 seats to be comfortable, right? 7 seats to get halfway, 8 seats to get the majority. Now, 6 seats from PMK, 6 seats from Congress. Both sides are trying to say we will back you. 12 seats, 122. He is comfortable.
He's just sitting there saying,
This is not it settled. However, if TVK slips below 100, as the rounds accrue, the ADMK goes up.
Minus BJP.
At that time, if both of them are at 80, 90 odd seats, as the round count goes up and the ADMK picks up steam, the TVK slips a little. That's when this conversation will be taking place. Otherwise, it's highly unlikely. Unless there is a conversation which is happening at the highest levels, a call goes to them and they take a larger call that we want to be in government here and we want it to be an NDA, quasi-NDA grouping. That's a different story altogether. But that depends, because we had Jagan Mohan Reddy. Jagan Mohan Reddy ran the government, but he was supportive and the NDA was supportive of him. Will that be a scenario? We don't know. But as of now, TVK doesn't need anybody's support. The smaller parties can help. The smaller parties can make that.
The list is almost finished.
Smaller parties can make that number. Just quickly bringing you up to speed on what's happening in Bengal.
Well, remember what the Prime Minister had said. The Prime Minister had said after Bihar, when he was at the BJP headquarters, the time was about 7:45 in the evenings. He said,
Ganga.
Bihar se Ganga.
Ganga Bihar se Bengal behti hai.
Do you remember? Do you remember that, Smita Prakash?
Yeah, because you know, when he was there, when Amit Shah was there in Bengal, they turned around and said, "Ha, you are here. Can you clean up Yamuna? This is our Ganga." Ganga Ma is not anybody's.
Let's play that.
It is everybody's.
Let's play that soundbite, viewers. Remember those words, prophetic as they were, and I'll take reactions from our panel right after. Yes.
गंगा जी यहाँ बिहार से बहते हुए ही बंगाल तक पहुंचती है। बिहार ने बंगाल में भाजपा की विजय का रास्ता भी बना दिया है।
Just go straight across to. Okay, well, there we go. There we go. Let me bring in Mr. Bhagat on this. Yes.
All this talk is going on about like how BJP did all these unfair things to win in Bengal. Tell me something. What was TMC famous for? What was TMC famous for? If you ask a person, were they known for good governance? Were they known for attracting investment into Bengal? Were they known for enforcing law and order? Or were they known for totally the opposite things? Now, whatever you might say, there are chief ministers of the BJP which tend to build a name for themselves, right? In Assam, like same thing, right? The Northeast was so sick and tired of governments that came and did nothing. So maybe the people of Bengal have said, let's give them a chance at the state level. I mean, it's not, it could be as simple as that people are just tired of TMC being known. Whether it's bad PR, maybe TMC has done a lot of good work, I don't know. But definitely the image is law and order is not there, you know, Gundagardi is there. Who puts up a big plant in West Bengal? And if nobody puts money in West Bengal, where will the jobs get created? You know, how many jobs like will the government give? So these are real issues. TMC at some point, in so many terms, at some point they have to say, you know what, we're going to lift Bengal. Why is it still a low per capita income state despite such intellectuals and such educated people coming from there? Why is Bengal so poor, so backward still, whereas you see states, all other states are coming up?
Yeah.
So I think that it's as simple as that. People want a government that works, and what is the West Bengal government known for? Be honest, put your hand on your heart and say, what is TMC's reputation? What are the first few words that come to mind?
Okay, let me ask Saira Shah Halim, are you surprised at the result that has come through from Bengal? Mr. Bhagat right next to you is saying, what was the TMC government known for? Fine, a few welfare schemes, but...
See, it is a little startling. I was expecting TMC to win by a very slim margin. However, this has been really overwhelming. We didn't expect this kind of a debacle because all said and done, for whatever Mamata Banerjee might be all about, I don't appreciate the corruption and everything that goes on in TMC. However, you know, being a pragmatist, I expected Mamata Banerjee to win by a very slim margin, but this has been something else.
I see. Listen.
What were the redeeming
No, the redeeming. I have to.
The redeeming thing is that the people of Bengal vote very differently. They generally keep the BJP out.
For what?
They keep the BJP out because it dabbles in communal politics all the time. It's always about Hindu-Muslim because the idea is that you need to fight about core people issues. What about unemployment?
If that's the case, why is the
What
Communist Party and the left today, why is Bharat a communist Mukt Bharat today? If the left was the one only talking about people's issues and the BJP is now at 82% of the population is under NDA or BJP led governance.
Because we really can't fight against big money, big capitalism and communalism, but however, there's still people out there who believe in integral, inclusive India and the fight in power or not would continue.
But inclusive and corrupt and inefficient and with no law and order.
I agree there is lawlessness. I agree there's an anti-incumbency. I agree that there are corruption, debacle in Mamata Banerjee's regime. But as a pragmatist, I thought she will win with a very slim
Now, how
margin.
are you being pragmatic if you didn't read the current on ground? My point is, on ground, everybody in Tamil Nadu read that there is anti-incumbency. On ground, how is it that you didn't read that there is anti-incumbency in Bengal? Okay, we may have got who the eventual victor, pollsters may have got who the eventual victor will be, not ADMK,
like
but the TVK. In this case, how is it that after all that's happened, you living in Kolkata didn't read the anti-incumbency on ground?
I did read, but however, we can't dismiss the SIR factor. We can't dismiss that lakhs of people have got disenfranchised, and that was paying havoc in the electoral debacle and the result that we are witnessing today. We cannot negate the lakhs that have been disenfranchised. That is a very, very prominent factor. B, yes, there was major corruption in the TMC regime. I mean, education ministers have been caught with teaching.
Can I remind?
Can I go there, please? I just want to go and let's look at some of the graphics.
Can I put one question to Mr. Bhagat?
Can I remind Anand that BJP piggybacked on Mamata Banerjee and entered Bengal? Don't forget.
I think we got Suvendu Adhikari speaking with us.
She called RSS a patriotic
Dada, we got Suvendu Adhikari speaking with us. Can we just listen to him? Yeah, let's listen to Suvendu Adhikari.
How do you become a pragmatist?
जी हमारे साथ हम इनसे बात करें। दादा, इनिशियल जो रिजल्ट है ट्रेंड आप कैसे देखते हैं? बीजेपी के सरकार। अच्छा ये बताइए कि अभी क्या कहते हैं? ये थे शुवेंदु अधिकारी।
Dr. Tarun decisive victory, and that's what the initial trends are showing. How are you seeing this result?
I think it's been amazing lead for us. We were expecting a win, but this is an even bigger margin than we had expected.
The way in which the people have come out and voted, and did you expect this kind of a margin?
It's still an hour or two to go. I don't want to count all my chickens before they're fully hatched, but the emerging trend is unprecedented in recent history. And for example, there are 50 seats that the CPM has never lost since 2001. Today they will lose some of them. It's amazing.
Many of the ministers in this government are trailing at the moment, including Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan is trailing in Narmada.
Absolutely astonishing. And in Kerala, quite unusual and unprecedented. It is a sign that the Kerala voter is voting against the 10 years of misgovernance we have seen.
So now when you're talking about all this, the big question is who will be the next Chief Minister of Kerala?
Don't ask me. It will be decided in consultation with the elected MLAs by the High Command.
Also in the other state, in Bengal we are seeing a huge margin victory for the BJP, and in Tamil Nadu something quite unexpected where TVK is number one.
Yeah, I think that the nation is going to obviously be riveted by what's going on in those two states, because those have defied the expectations of most people. On the other hand, still 2 hours to go, trends could change. Let's see.
Prakash, it has been, initial trends are showing 90 plus for the Congress. How are you seeing this? Did you all expect this kind of a victory?
We are expecting just like that. And in Kerala, all part of Kerala, they are with the UDF. That's the problem. They are against this government.
Many of the ministers are trailing at the moment, including Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan in Dharmadam, which is a left traditional stronghold. How are you seeing
that itself will
you can see that the government, we will come back, the government, UDF will come back. There's no doubt.
Did you all expect this huge victory this time?
Yeah, we are expecting this huge victory.
Sir, the question in everyone's mind is who will be the next Chief Minister of Kerala if Congress?
That we will decide later. Not now. We will decide it later. AICC will decide.
You are at the KPCC office here. We can see how the workers are rejoicing here. 90 plus. This is something which you all had expected.
This is something which we had expected, and we had always maintained that we will touch 185 pluses sure. And this is a gift by people of Kerala to UDF and to Congress, and it's a very clear mandate and absolute majority and decisive victory. And this also reflects Pinarayi Vijayan, the Chief Minister, is trailing. Almost all the ministers are trailing. So that shows the anti-incumbency factor against LDF is surely there. This is a big victory than Parliament and even as local body elections. So we are very, very excited. As you can see in the party headquarters, the celebrations have already begun.
So you're saying the celebrations have already begun here. From morning we are seeing this, how people are rejoicing over here. But the fact that Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan is trailing even after the 4th round in a constituency like Dharmadam, which has been a stronghold of the Kannur, many ministers are trailing. What do you make of this?
No, so this shows the PR is not what is needed. You travel across Kerala, you will see Pinarayi Vijayan's board everywhere. Every 100 meters Pinarayi Vijayan's board. But he has not done anything for the welfare of the people of Kerala or the development of Kerala. So people are, they realize that just by keeping votes, he is not going to get votes. And very decisive victory for Congress.
सबसे बड़ी जीत है। श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी ने ये सपना बरसों पहले देखा था, उन्होंने जान दी थी अपनी पार्टी के लिए। आज आप पार्टी के अध्यक्ष कैसे देखते हैं?
श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी पार्टी के लिए जान नहीं दिया। श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी भारत की अखंडता, भारत की प्रभुता और संविधान के लिए अगर जिसने अपने जीवन निछावर कर दिया था वो डॉक्टर श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी।
जो माँ माटी मानुष की बात करती है, वो माँ माटी मानुष वालों ने ही उनको, ममता जी को सबक सिखा दिया लगता है।
हम इस समय कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे, जो कुछ बोलूंगा बाद में बोलूंगा, 2 बजे का बाद बोलूंगा और जो बोलूंगा सच सच बोलूंगा, सच की सिवा कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा।
अभी वहाँ श्रमिक भट्टाचार्य जो कहूंगा सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहूंगा, वो अदालत के लिए तैयारी कर रहे थे या फिर शपथ ग्रहण के लिए तैयारी कर रहे थे, वी डोंट नो। बट इन बंगाल राइट नाउ the BJP is running away with the mandate. Let's have a look at the strike rate. Suvendu Adhikari and the BJP have a 61% strike rate compared to a 35% strike rate by the Trinamool Congress. The Congress party at this point not showing much because there aren't any more leads left. The Congress was leading in a few seats. That's all going away. Let's look at Kerala. In Kerala, the UDF besting the LDF, yet again returning a fantastic strike rate of 71% under VD Satishan, who emerges the tallest Congress leader. And then you have Pinarayi Vijayan and the LDF. Look at that anti-incumbency and the tiredness, the fatigue with Pinarayi Vijayan, 28%. Will this at least get the left to revamp in Kerala? We'll have to wait and watch. The NDA under Rajiv Chandrasekhar will perhaps take consolation in the vote share they get, but this is not how the BJP would have wanted to pursue their agenda in Kerala. Assam, again, Himanta Biswa Sarma and of course the state in charge of Assam for the elections, Jay Panda, was speaking with us. An 89% strike rate. Look at that. The BJP is at 100 plus leads right now. 3 figures in Assam, and that too bucking anti-incumbency and how they've perfected this formula. Gaurav Gogoi is only going to find his future in doldrums. One wonders what will happen with Mr. Pawan Khera now, because Himanta Biswa Sarma has promised that post the elections he's going to come at him with a vengeance. AUDF against 7%. Let's also quickly look at the Tamil Nadu strike rate, and this is where the big surprise is, viewers. The surprise is with Vijay and the TVK, and of course the decimation of the DMK. This has surprised a lot of people. Nobody thought the DMK would be slipping so much to 24%. Much more was expected out of Edappadi Palaniswamy, and of course Vijay coming in and surpassing all all expectations. Let's try and also look at the halfway mark. Just let's also look at the halfway mark in Bengal, and the BJP far over the halfway mark, doing phenomenally well. Here come out the conveyor belts, and look at that, the BJP led by Suvendu Adhikari and of course the other leaders who've got the combination right and riding on this anti-incumbency. Some confidence given by the presence of the central forces, the SIR, all of that adding to this phenomenal performance by the BJP. 181 leads, still counting, many more rounds to go, but the BJP believes they will only consolidate these leads. Okay, these go out, and let's bring out the next set of the conveyor belts, and this, let's look at Tamil Nadu. This is a person who hardly campaigned, but that campaign was so hard that he's just beaten everybody else black and blue. That is TVK and Vijay. Since 2021, he's been laying the ground via his fan base. They tried to block his movie release. They tried to block his rallies. But his earliest rally was met with tragedy. But somehow he has been able to keep the hearts in his favor, the emotions in his favor. And that impulse to give somebody different, somebody new a chance, puts him in pole position to form government. With whom, how, we'll see as the dust settles. Assam again, if you go the halfway mark and straight through, in fact, more than 3/4 of the mandate has gone to this one man, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma. And how strong has he emerged as a leader? He is the one who got the NEDA alliance together. He was the one who actually, with Sarbananda Sonobal, wanted to become stronger. And he's only going to be far more stronger now. He is the Devendra Fadnavis of the East, if you were to say, for the BJP. That's what he's been able to do in terms of the BJP's fortunes in that region. And let's look at Kerala, and finally, V.D. Satishan should be the face of the Congress party in Kerala. Not a K.C. Venugopal or a Ramesh Chanitela, because it is V.D. Satishan who's driven it for the UDF alliance along with some of the other allies. But it's the Congress's only remaining bastion. And viewers, it is now a communist Mukt Bharat. Yes, you are talking about the vote shares, the turnout. I have to say, vote wipe directionally got 3 out of the 4 states right. So I commend you for that.
This is according to PTI till 12 o'clock. Suvendu Adhikari is leading Nandigram only by 662 votes, and Mamata is leading Bhabanipur by 17,000 votes. That's till 12 p.m.
12 p.m.
First rounds of
I think last when this one was speaking, Shukanto Majumdar, I don't know if you heard him.
This is according to PTI. I quoted PTI.
He said he spoke with Suvendu Adhikari, and he said that at that time the lead was about 8,000 votes for Didi, and that the other rounds which...
I'm talking about Nandigram also. Suvendu is leading by about 662
Nandigram
votes.
is one, but Bhabanipur. I am talking about Bhabanipur, where he said that Didi is leading, but I will catch up, and he was confident that once the...
Now Didi is leading by 17,000 votes.
This is which round? How many rounds?
Didi is leading by 70,000 votes after third round.
6 rounds. Third round. Huh?
6 rounds, 19,000.
Who?
Mamata.
6 rounds. Yeah.
Gaurav Gogoi is trailing by more than 13,000 votes.
Gaurav Gogoi.
But Anand, like...
and Pinarayi is only winning by, leading by 3,000.
Okay. We'll come back to the northeast in a bit. Let's go to the south. Praveen Chakravarti is joining us. He's a very, very strong face, popular face of the Congress party also. And let me ask you, Mr. Praveen Chakravarti, did you expect the TVK to perform the way they have? They've come out and done a Vaibhav Suryavanshi on everybody.
Yes, I am a cricket fan, so I'm glad you brought out that analogy. But no, I mean, did I predict this sort of, seats and this wave? No, absolutely not. Okay. Did we know that there was a very, very, very strong anti-incumbency and there was an extremely strong pro-Vijay sentiment among the young? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes.
Right. Let me ask you, if it comes to it, will you be willing to support or offer support to the TVK if they fall 5 or 6 short?
See, first of all, please let's understand what the context of the election is. The chief minister, the deputy chief minister, several ministers are either trailing or engaged in a close fight or lost. What does that tell you? That tells you the kind of wave that is there. So I am not so sure. Right now, it seems quite hypothetical that they may fall a few seats short here or there. I don't know. But, and of course, you know, it's no secret that there was a section of the Congress party that did want this alliance. And we continue to believe that had the Congress allied with the TVK, had Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Vijay even done 2 campaigns together, it would have been a 2/3 majority in the entire state. We would have swept the state.
Somewhere you're sounding like I told you so.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to indulge in that. I don't want to indulge in that.
So, Mr. Chakravarti, do you believe that the Congress's strategy going into Tamil Nadu was perhaps wrong? I've been seeing some of your remarks and they're making quite a bit of news that the Congress is an old party of older people, so to speak. Could you help put that into context?
No, see, it is an age, there is an age element, there is an age fault line. Just as what we are seeing in Tamil Nadu, there was this massive need for change, especially among the younger folks. So it is also, I mean, I think it's, you know, the next generation of people in the Congress party did want to change. We did feel that, you know, the Congress party has not really benefited enormously from the alliance in Tamil Nadu. There was an opportunity, so we could have. Having said all of that, we stood by whatever the decision the Congress leadership took, and it is what it is.
Are you suggesting?
I don't want to say I told you so. If anything, it's salt in the wound.
No,
it's salt in the wound for us.
Of course, this is an important statement that you make a salt in the wound. But I want to ask you: was there a split on the strategy that you would adopt for Tamil Nadu within the Congress? We heard that there were conversations that were going on. Rahul Gandhi was perhaps very keen on an alliance with Vijay. Was there ever that came to the fore, and how was that resolved eventually?
Yes, so there was, I think it's quite well known, you know, that there was a genuine kind of process that happened within the Congress party. I think it's fair to say a vast majority of the Congress cadre in Tamil Nadu favored a new alliance where we would have gotten more seats, more share, more respect, all of that. You know, but there was also, from the Congress party is a national party as well, so perhaps there were other considerations. So yes, that did happen. But also, please remember, I think what we're missing in all of this is the kind of control that the DMK government exerted using the media and using other channels because they were in government to influence narrative, to shape perception. And pardon me for saying this, I'm not here to whine or complain, but I feel like I have to put this out because it's about your own channel. Your Tamil channel conducted an event in Chennai, just as they do as in the run-up to the elections. They had invited me to come and speak. It was quite well known by then that I had favored an alliance with the TVK. On the morning of the event, your editor, Tamil editor here, calls me to say that there's a lot of pressure from the DMK to not invite me. So it's not personal. I'm nobody. It's a small thing, but that is the extent of the pressure on and control of the narrative.
That's a very interesting, very interesting point that you make. Just a second, Anand, on that point, because you know Rahul Gandhi has been an advocate for press freedoms, and you know Mr. Kharge yesterday or day before on Press Freedoms Day had come out with a very strident statement saying that they must be protected, the press freedoms and so on and so forth. When did you see that the DMK had begun to exert perhaps disproportionate control over the narrative on the media in the state? And did you ever bring this up with the DMK leadership? Was there ever a conversation that perhaps you were a bit uncomfortable with that?
I don't think it's a secret that there was enormous pressure. I experienced it myself, and the point that I'm making with that is not so much about me. What happened to see, please ask yourself this question. In an election where the chief minister, the deputy chief minister, his own son and some senior ministers are trailing, how can the media miss such a wave? How did you all miss such a wave? It is because of the artificial fake narrative that was imposed and coerced. And that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, we were trolled for putting out a vote vibe survey which might have directionally got it right, with suggesting that the DMK was on the way out. We got very badly trolled. We know what you're talking about. There was a big backlash.
Right?
But I wanted to ask you, sir, I mean, was this ever brought up at the senior levels of the party, between leaders? I mean, I know that Stalin and Rahul Gandhi have a tight bond. They have a good relationship. Was this ever discussed, this sort of oppressiveness where perhaps, you know, what you accused the BJP of in 2024 of being cut off by their arrogance and by, you've also said, control over the media and the narrative and so on and so forth from the grassroots. Did you ever sort of bring that up in the context of Tamil Nadu?
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this was a issue to have been discussed at the highest level, especially of a national leader of a national party with 30 states to this one. But I was making another point. I was making a point about how this is how people miss trends. This is how people miss waves. This is how, I mean, it's astonishing. It's not even close anymore, right?
Well, would you say the same about Bengal? Would you say the same about Bengal? Because I know Rahul Gandhi came out with this Instagram, I remember this post which really set everyone afire. I mean, everyone's talking about it, that, Mamata Banerjee polarized the election and perhaps failed by not giving corruption-free government and all of that. So you saw that also. I mean, that's kudos to the Congress and Rahul Gandhi for spotting that trend.
Possible. I don't know Bengal, so I can't comment. I mean, I can only go by what I've seen and what I've experienced.
Right. Praveenji, let me just ask you this. Would you recommend the party leadership to seriously consider helping Vijay now, post-poll? Because TVK is at 108, you have about 6 seats with you, PMK has 6 seats. I think the two of you can regionally, in that region, help Vijay form the government. So in the current scenario, what's your opinion?
This is hypothetical, but my opinion has not changed over the last year or so, which is for the Congress party to grow in alliance with the TVK is a better choice.
So you would still argue for it, and you would still say even post-poll, if there's a chance, we should.
It is not about government formation. I think you're conflating government formation and this. I'm talking about regardless.
No, I agree. But if there is a chance that government formation is helped, Congress helps formation of the government and unconditional support, perhaps, is that the right?
That's entirely up to our leadership. I mean, I'm sure they will ask for our views and opinions like they did last time for the alliance, but ultimately the decision is with the leadership.
When did you see perhaps the DMK beginning to lose the support of the public in Tamil Nadu? Was this apparent to you maybe a year or two back in time, or new phenomenon?
So what is the history here? I mean, please understand, in its 50, 60-year history, the DMK has never won a re-election.
It's true.
In its 60-year history, it has never won a re-election. So that alone tells you something, right? So there is about 10, 12, 15 percentage points of vote that just moves away from the previous election when the DMK is in government. So this was known to us. But what was completely unknown is this massive kind of craze among people below 40. And what is the time I was kind of somewhat convinced was when I combined these two facts. One, the DMK loses 15% vote share every time of 12%. Number two, there is an astonishing 70, 80, 90% of people below 40 telling me that they want a change. They're tired of the two old parties, and they see this newcomer, and they want to give him a chance. And when I combined these two, I said, it's very, very, very difficult for this to come back. And that is when I decided to kind of express my view.
Do you believe there is a non-Dravidian vote where perhaps the Congress of the Kamraj times can perhaps look for a resurgence like that, a nationalist narrative beyond just the regional soft separatism and the ideologies that emerged forthwith, a non-Dravidian narrative? Do you think there is an opportunity for that?
That's a very good question, and I do think there is. I do think there is a growing, especially again among the young. Among the young, there is also a question of, they're not so much into the whole language or the traditional Dravidian politics. They're much more open-minded, they're much more broad-minded, they're the social media generation. So, and I think that is actually will grow even more in my view, and that certainly will be a section of voters in Tamil Nadu.
So the national narrative is a possibility. The alliance with TVK or support to TVK is a possibility. Growing Congress on its own is a possibility. How is it that all of this was not seen by the national leadership? What was that one compulsion that you couldn't convince the national leadership about ahead of the elections when you could read all of this?
See, it's fair enough. I think we make decisions. It's fair enough, like I said, sometimes when older leaders like Mr. Chidambaram also kind of weigh in very, very strongly about continuing with the status quo, perhaps that takes a little bit more precedence and weight over someone like me. And I think it's fair enough. But like I said, it is a missed opportunity, but hopefully not forever.
Right. So you're saying Mr. Chidambaram's opinion weighed more than yours. You think there'll be, perhaps the leadership will be more open to reason now, given how things are playing out?
See, again, it's not about me. It is not about me. It is about understanding the pulse of a changing India, of a changing Tamil Nadu, of a changing state, of changing states. It's understanding the pulse of the demographic change. When you have 41% of the electorate in Tamil Nadu below the age of 40, and 90% of them are saying that we need a change.
Right.
Will we see, Mr. Chakravarti, will we see a youngsters versus oldies battle within the Congress now at some level? Is there now a tension, really?
See, listen, it's a democracy. I think democracy is about contests, about multiple ideas, multiple views. So I know you all would like to sensationalize, you all want to pick on one thing that would...
No.
It's not any of that. I think to be...
And
Ashwani Kumarji is actually listening to this conversation.
He is, and I'm going to just bring him into this in a minute or so. But Mr. Chakravarti, let me ask you the larger picture. Just for you're a thinking man, and you have a larger perspective, and we respect that. And I want you to cast your eye across now the palette. So you have a situation where in Assam, the BJP has done fantastically well, or at least looks to be thumping home to a big victory. In Bengal, there's a changing of the guard there, historic as it is. 2 generations have only known left and TMC rule. That's changing. The India bloc suffering a bit of a setback in Tamil Nadu, but you've come back very strongly in Kerala. The left losing a government for the first time perhaps won't be in any geography in power in any shape or form. What is all this presaging?
For the Congress party, you mean?
Yeah, for national politics and the Congress party.
See, I think national politics, it's very, very clear to me that there is going to be more and more disenchantment with establishment politics. And I think gone are the days when we can continue to kind of dwell in the past, rest on our past laurels, on our past glories, and say, oh, this is a continuation of that trend. It's not. It's gone. I think that is the one thing that we are seeing very clearly. And I want I'm a die-hard Congress person. I'm a Congress loyalist, and that is what I want my party to actually come to terms with, to get ready for this change. I actually do believe we have an opportunity in Bengal to rebuild with a radical new kind of vision and a narrative that will suit the changing politics.
Right. Praveen Chakravarti, thank you very much. We've got Ashwani Kumarji with us. He's very keen to make his point. So let's do that, and then we'll also have Mamata Banerjee reacting. We'll play that out after we speak with Ashwani ji. Yes, Ashwani ji, thank you for your patience. Your thoughts on this, what Praveen had just said?
Well, Praveen has spoken about a lot of things, concentrating on DMK generally, but of course there's no doubt that there is a massive political churn in the country, and the Grand Old Party must now ponder why it is unable to see this churn and take corrective action. So that's for them to decide. But I can tell you on an overall basis, these elections signal a tectonic shift in the consciousness of the nation. BJP is clearly and decisively today a dominant pole of the Indian politics, with Prime Minister Modi as the dominant leader. And there's no denying the fact that the mandate